right, I put a tweet out. I'll tweet from Friends Who Roll Dice. Holy notifications, Batman.
My notification's been blown up. I've just muted everything.
No tears, only dreams.
Okay, well, with that we are live. Welcome, everybody. It's Wednesday, September 2nd, for 4:30-ish. Welcome to Friends Who Roll Dice. We are doing something a little different today. We're doing a playthrough of Arium with the creator, Will. Guess I'll briefly mention our sponsors here. So Nerdware and Grinding Coffee Co. and DM Emporium. They have offered us 10% off with our codes and 13% off with our codes. We just got lovely new buttons made by Cole, so if you look down in the stream, you can see them. They do put in a lot of work, and it looks wonderful. Thanks, Adam. I think that's all the housekeeping I want to do at the top. Will, if you would like to take the reins and I guess talk about Arium a little bit, please.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Will. You can find me if you look for me. I'm not that hard to find. If you look for Will, you won't find me though. Find me by looking up my company name. It's Adept Icarus, or you can search for Arium, which is pretty easy to find too, I think. Yeah, I'm really happy to be here. I was super excited to get the invite to come on and play the game with the Friends Who Roll Dice crew. Seems, like this is going to be a lot of fun. And we've done a little bit of pre-work, kind of getting some things set up in advance. And I'm blown away. I'm really excited with what's been being put together so far. So I think we're going to do like a quick recap of a little bit of the creation process that we put together so you can hear what we're working with, and then we're going to go through and finish that, and then we're going to make some super fast characters and do a little bit of role playing. So that's kind of the plan. Let's see. I don't know if there's anything else I need to say. Is that good? Am I okay?
I think you're good.
Yeah, awesome. So with that said, maybe let's give our folks a recap. I'll tell you just a little bit more about Arium. So Arium it's a game where it comes in 2 books. The first book is called Create, and it has basically all the rules you need to build the world together as a group. You do it completely collaboratively. There's nobody's on an island in this, right? We're working together. We're creating something that will be, I think, fairly special and great to everyone who's in the group. That's the goal anyway. And then once you finish that, then we have the second book, which is Discover, which has some pretty streamlined rules to role play in pretty much whatever comes out of Create, right? Which could be essentially anything. And so it's, so we tried to keep it as simple as possible. There's a lot of games out there that try and make a rule for every single thing that you might want to do. Like, I'm not going to name any games, but they exist, right? And we didn't try to do that. We tried to take kind of the opposite approach and make something that's going to feel familiar to gamers, I think, but also be pretty streamlined and focus on the narrative and have a good time. So that said, we go through several steps to create an Arium in Arium Create. So we start out with Lacune, which is what do we not want in our Arium, and we did that together as a group. And then we also go on to, after that, Universal, which is what's the theme, what's the general, what type of genre are we looking at, or themes, or anything that's just bigger than pretty much anything else, right? Something that's completely universal. So our group did that together, and they came up with something I think that's really cool. And Cole, did you want to tell us about that? Awesome.
Would help if I wasn't muted. So for the universal section, the things that we decided would be kind of cool, that deities walk among mortals. and that the belief in something is enough to make something real. So things are created by believing in them. We also like the idea of this like surreal science fantasy weird tech, and also the concept of just like found families, hope, and belonging. So those were what we narrowed it down to.
Cool. And then we also had a creation token get used, I think, to bring in one more concept into the universal as well.
Okay. I was wondering about that.
Yep.
So, and then the last one is hope, utopia, optimism, fallibility, and forgiveness. I've never actually like said that word out loud, so I probably didn't say it right. I am one of those people, but that is okay. You know, I'm just a simple hat rack over here.
Pretty sure I wouldn't have said it right either. But
okay, cool. But yeah, so we, I feel like, at least from my perspective, I feel like hope and sort of these positive things and forgiveness, I feel like are really something to focus on in these strange times. So yeah.
Actually,
one of the things, there's another Kickstarter out right now that I won't name that does a really good job kind of bringing a lot of that stuff to the forefront. I think probably everybody in the world has seen it at this point. It's like 5,000 backers, but it's beautiful. Anyway, I like that we pulled that in. I think it's really neat. So the next thing that we did after we did that was we drilled down a little bit and we said, this is our universal concept. So what's the big picture from here, right? What does this world look like? Is it a world? Is it a city? Where are we? Are there wars? Are there conflicts? Are there, maybe historically or now, or who knows, right? If there's magic and technology in this world, which we've said there is, what does it look like? How does it work? And so everybody came together and came up with another really, really compelling set of big picture ideas. I just love them. And they collaborated to bring several ideas together. And we'll see how that works when we get to one of the next sections as we go along. But Drac, would you like to tell us about the big picture?
Yeah. So I'm gonna just say it right. If you know anything, any of these themes have to do gods. Some of them were me because I'm a big fan of American gods. So I just want to put that out there early so I don't get called out. Yes, I'm an American gods fan. So one of the big pictures we thought of was deities didn't create mortals. Mortals created deities. And the idea is, I think Cole mentioned it before, that if you believe in something, a concept, an idea, a thing enough, you deify it. So the example we gave was if you believed in technology, for example, if you believed in technology or used it quote unquote religiously, it manifested a god of technology. And like we said before, deities walk among mortals, so you quite literally create a deity that will walk among you. Another thing also saying on that point, and because of that, a lot of gods are created more or less constantly, and that ended up causing a war at some point between some old gods and the newer gods that were appearing. It was extremely destructive and set the planet back development-wise, technology-wise, a couple of centuries. The story of that war has been warped and misremembered, but there are whispers of another war happening again. And that actually, if I'm looking right, ties to the next point, which was that the line between magic and other forms of energy is kind of fuzzy. So magic or electricity, there's not really much of a difference, for example. If energy can be traded, wielded, stockpiled in a manner of ways, and a deity is actually an example of a concentrated amount of energy. Things like emotions even count as energy and can be influenced by and energy can influence emotions. Another thing we thought of was as a glitch. So as we mentioned before, there's a lot of technology in our world, magic and technology, and there's a glitch or a curse affecting those things that causes the user to be overloaded. And we've got this in question marks. So I guess this is up to the GM. Is it fatal? We don't know. And
We'll find out.
and the last part, which I actually thought was really interesting, is that the planet we're on is actually a living sentient entity. And so the trees quite literally know all things because the trees are part of the planet we're on, and is the key to knowledge. And through it, using virtual reality, so we've got a really cool blend of nature and technology. The blend of real and virtual worlds are a little bit blurred and very hard to distinguish between both. Yeah, I think that's everything, unless I missed something. No, yeah, I think that's it.
I think you got it. That's very cool. A couple of these I was reading them after they've been kind of collaborated and put together, and I was a little bit blown away. I like it a lot. So we're gonna jump right in to the next part. So we're gonna go on to step 3, which is culture and organization. So this is all sorts of things, and we want to be respectful and cautious here. So I mean, we had some discussion, I think, in our Q&A perhaps about what to do here, but it is we want to talk about things like, what do people believe, right? What are there different peoples and heritages? What are some legends or past events that might have taken place? Are there any secret groups? Are there schools? Are there institutions that are broad and that a lot of people know about? It could be anything really. And so I think we can go ahead and get started with that. Now, one thing I want to call out to our cast here is we were doing this over Discord kind of separately before, but now when we do it, we're going to have a timer instead.
Oh,
so you're going to put down up to 3 ideas as quickly as you can, right? And and because it's a one shot and we're trying to get through it quickly, I'm only going to give you 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And that's to decide, like that's to do the voting thing too, or is it 3?
No, that's just to create the ideas. Okay, just to create the ideas, and then we'll collaborate and vote and all of that. But to create the ideas, 2 minutes. So you'll have to put them down super quickly. And I'm going to set a timer on my watch. And it's ready. 2 minutes, go. So we won't have people waiting too long. I'm going to talk. I'm going to use my boring, annoying voice to put you all to sleep.
You have a great voice. Don't talk about my friend that way.
Thank you. No, they're putting in items now. We're using an online board to share this because it makes it kind of nice and easy. And we've already got a couple of really good ones, I think.
Are we putting them in chat?
In the Trello board.
Oh, Trello board. Oh no, I was writing mine down.
Oh no. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll give you like a 1 minute warning here in a second. So they're putting them in, and if you're all done, then that's fine too, right? We don't have to wait 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think
looks like we've
got my
7 so far.
2 vague suggestions in there. Oh, so I guess I had a question about the 3 tokens. Is that something?
Oh, the creation tokens.
Yeah, is that something that we only pull out in this creation point, or like at any point in the game can you just like throw out something? It's like, oh, now this is a thing.
I'll talk about that when we get a little further. We've got 15 seconds left. If you want to still add one, if you're still typing, you can add another. Yeah, we'll talk more about it. But for now, don't worry about that. If you'd like to use them, you can, and I'll explain to everybody how we use them maybe during the next, while you're adding your items for the next section. And time's up. So if you finish, go ahead and finish.
Yep.
All right. And what I'd like to do, so everybody, hopefully you've got the list up because you just added things to it, is let's have you each read the one that you wrote. We'll start at the top and go down. So starting with the top, who wrote that one?
I think that was me.
It.
Yeah, it was me. Anti-deity groups. This idea that there are people who despise deities because technically they created them, but seem to have more power than them.
Very good. All right. Who's next?
Oh, that's me again. Okay. Cool. It's trying to
You're
become
too fast. You're
deities.
too fast.
Yeah. So I think because of just believing in something is enough to make something a deity. There are probably some cults or extremists who are trying to become deities themselves by becoming the figurehead of whatever belief they're trying to create. Yeah, I think that's next is not me.
Okay. Who has the next one?
It's me. So
Awesome.
deities who don't want to be deities, but also don't want to cease, because what if stopping believing in them as such just stops them entirely? Maybe they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
That's
one.
a good
Oh
one.
shit.
I like it. I like it. Okay. Next one.
So that's also me. To become a deity is both honor and burden, because I just like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dialectic. It's very good.
It's perfect. Okay.
Next one is me. I kind of have like reverse monks, like, because monks have this like everything is temporary, so don't get attached. I almost kind of see like don't believe in anything. We aren't ones to create things. It is not our place. We are not creators.
Oh, that's good as well.
That's really good. Okay. Next.
And the next one, I had like a half-baked brain thought, which is just corrupted creations.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. And that's, that's one thing that's great about this is you can come with something like that. And it's totally perfect because when we get to the next part where we're collaborating, we're going to find a way to merge that with something or add something to it to make it, what we need it to be. So awesome. Who's got the next one?
I believe that's me. And what is it? A group looking to leave the planet. Maybe? And then there's a couple more after that are not me. But I'll just read my other one because it's hard just going down the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one's also me. I have kind of like druids and worshippers of the trees, protectors.
Yeah.
And
Kind of like strange nature librarians.
Does the VR connect out of the trees? Is it like you got to go to a tree and put on your tree goggles?
That's kind of what I imagined, honestly.
I think it's just roots.
Yeah, like you maybe just lie down by the roots and then the roots do the rest or something like that.
That's awesome.
Okay.
The next one is me. Cult trying to incite the new war and bring it sooner. I don't know if you noticed, but I've done a lot of cult stuff. I just realized. I figured maybe there's bound to be some extremists who think that the cycle of the gods warring and then essentially restarting civilization is probably a good thing. Maybe you can even go to the extent of, because the planet's a living entity, they might just think is a natural thing, like a natural cycle that has to happen for the planet to keep living, something like that. But yeah, that's me. Next one isn't me.
Oh, that's me. Sorry. The communal spaces are the norm, so like greatly extended families are just a thing.
I love that.
Cool.
And I had anti-VR group. I guess people who are against uploading themselves into this root system.
Do you think that would be could be blended in with like the school of no thought.
Probably.
Yeah,
Where is
let's
it?
talk about that. That's where we are now. Is there do any of these, and just for the viewers, so you know, there's two reasons why you might combine a couple of ideas that the group has come up with. The first one is, are they really basically the same thing, right?
Yeah.
And if they are, then we just combine them for the sake of ease, because we're going to vote on these in a little bit, and we want to keep the votes, trimmed to stuff that we want to keep. And then the next reason is, are they more awesome if they're together? And if they are, then let's put them together.
So I don't know about the anti-VR group and the monks, but I feel like corrupted creations, the cults trying to become deities, and the deities trying to stop being deities kind of goes together.
Ooh, that's good.
Like both groups not quite making it, ended up being half and half or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, I like that a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
So how do we frame that? What does that look like? We've got somebody use the cults trying to become deities themselves. That's right. Part of it.
Yeah.
So what's the rest of it sound like?
So I guess those trying to become deities and those trying to cease being deities result in corrupted creations. I don't know.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that actually sounds like something that would happen. It's like this group trying to become deities goes to this group that wants to not become deities just to use them to become deities.
Yeah.
That sounds like it would be something that would happen.
If this energy can just be traded around freely, it's like, yeah, sure, I don't want it, you can have it. And it's like, but maybe that's not as simple as it seems.
Yeah, it's not a one-to-one.
Okay. I think we got that. Let me go remove those other two. Corrupted creations goes. And deities don't want to be deities. Okay. Great.
I'm trying to look to leave the planet. I
What
think
other things?
I feel like anyone trying to leave the planet would probably be against plugging yourself into it. The anti-VR group and trying to leave the planet. Maybe it's the kind of thing where they think that's
fair.
Like people plugging in is essentially taking. They think plugging in is taking the memory or energy from the planet, and they don't believe it's theirs to take. Or I don't know if it'd be more extremist than that, but
Honestly, I feel like a lot of these I hate to say anti-status quo, but like that's the only words coming to mind. But
yeah,
a lot of these groups can kind of be lumped into that sort of thing, if that makes sense. I'm leery of this, so therefore I am against it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like people.
It does.
Can we just put people are people? And then
oh no.
But in all seriousness, I do feel like some of these do kind of feed into one another, and I'm just not sure how to do it elegantly.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. We've got the anti-deity groups and the anti-deities themselves, or the reverse monks, right? Maybe those go together, or would they need to be completely separate?
I think if they were just anti-deities, I think could make sense for them to be combined. But I think the idea of them, I know. I mean, I guess to be honest, it's very stereotypical for me to say that monks are peaceful. They might not be. So, I guess, are the monks peaceful? Would they be the type to be?
I don't know if peaceful is necessarily the word. Maybe pacifist and neutral, but I don't think that those are mutually exclusive.
Yeah, maybe when if push comes to shove, they would resort to violence if necessary.
Sweden.
Yeah, no, I think anti-deities and the anti-VR group would probably go well together.
Yeah.
So the top one and the bottom one.
If this is the way the world is, and it's not like a new thing that has developed, would that be something that people even consider, though? Like, if that's the status quo, are we going in the wrong direction by having people being against that?
Not necessarily.
I mean, yeah,
we've got a lot of things that are taken for granted, but still have people against them in the real world.
Yeah. And I guess I doubt it would have been always like that. There was most likely definitely been a time before, and maybe people told stories at the very least of the before times, and people think those are better times than and that's why they're so anti. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess if we are at the time where it's like getting closer to this like reset button or reset war, then I think the factions would probably be like more prevalent.
Yeah.
Louder. True.
Okay.
Oh, maybe the fusion is, I hate to say the end times, but like maybe that's what that all falls under, the fracturing of groups.
Yeah, because we did say that the actual the actual memories and stories of the war was warped. So I guess different people have different interpretations of what caused it, why it's happening, why it will happen, and that could, I guess, cause a fracturing.
Well, let's move them together. So we've got those ones. Let's see.
Yeah.
We've got groups looking to leave the planet.
Maybe that's why like there's that druid group, because I'm sure that these
druids,
the anti groups, because the trees know all because they were there, and if they're protecting that knowledge, the antis might want to like get to that and warp it. Like, it's not like a library they can sack and burn down. I don't know, there's like a thought there somewhere. Someone translate my brain.
Well, I mean, that it does kind of go under like the. I feel like we keep coming back to real world things, but if you destroy all the knowledge of the past, then you can kind of create the future in whatever image that you want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least for a little while.
I mean, I've got 3 creation tokens. I'll just use all 3 of them on anything here if we need to.
That's fair.
So I'm going to remove the anti-VR from the anti-deity groups and just leave them all separate. Is that what we want to do?
Yeah, because I think I think it would make sense for them to be separate, because they are separate groups, probably believe in separate things.
I love
Unless we want to specifically say, no, yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes that's the best option. We did do a combination here that made a lot of sense, and then we've got a bunch of cool ideas. So I think if y'all are ready, we could vote on these.
Yeah. So how many do you vote on for this one?
Yeah, you'll vote for 3.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say we might be able to fuse that becoming deity as both honor and burden, feeding into the cults that want to become and the deities that want to stop.
Yeah, that's actually a good, yeah. I think that's second to last one. Yeah, we can fuse that with the other cult trying to be deities and that one.
Oh boy. Okay, got it. Then we can move that one off. There we go.
Yeah, okay. So I'm voting for 3, you said.
Yes.
Okay. Definitely like that one.
Alrighty.
I think this is a very in-depth session. I guess it's essentially a session 0, right?
Yeah.
It was really hard to vote.
Okay. So here's what we ended up with. Actually, let's see. Do we want to keep the top 2 or the top 3? Oh, or the top 4?
Top 3 at the very least.
Looks like 3 at the very least. Yeah.
I
I
really
like
like.
the idea of top 4.
Yeah, let's just go top 4.
Top 4 sounds good.
There we go. I voted for the 4th one. Okay. Do we want to read off what they are? Someone want to do the honors? The ones that we ended up with?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We ended up with cults trying to become deities and those trying to stop becoming deities instead become corrupted creations. This is because being a deity is both an honor and a burden. Circle of druids who regard the trees like elders, which I believe connects with the fact that the planet we're on is actually a living sentient entity. A cult, there's a cult trying to incite the new war and bring it sooner, because you have to have a doomsday cult in every game. It's just you just have to have it. And anti-deities or reverse monks who believe in not believing in anything. Just keep a blank mind because they believe it's not our place to create.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, I think we've got what we need. Let's move on to landmarks. So the next step is landmarks, and landmarks are the really shortest shorthand that we have for it is if you're looking at a street level map and you can point to it, then it's a landmark, right? It could be a bridge, it could be a building, it could be a canyon or a monument. It could be anything. So as long as it's not too huge. If you're pointing at like the ring from Halo or something, then it's too big. So
Okay.
yeah. And so this step we're going to do it in 1 minute. You can use proper names. You can use not proper names, right? And we can bring those in as we go along, however you want to do it. But we're going to do it very fast. And yeah, everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right, go. They're coming in quick. I'm going to mute myself for just a minute here.
I'm terrible at this. For some reason, I can't think of anything. I think we moved around a bit in Zoom.
Oh, weird. Why did it do that?
Yes, we did. Don't worry, I'll move people.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I just put one thing.
I like the first one. It's a goodie.
Oh wait, no, I thought something. No, never mind. It's gone.
It came and it went.
Yep.
Time's up. It's a good list. Let's read them by who wrote them, top to bottom.
Who wrote the first one?
Who done it?
Thought, was it you? Because I think you're muted.
I
You're
wasn't
muted.
the first one.
It might be Adam. I think he's trying to get us back framed right since I did a dumb with the.
Oh yes, it was. It wasn't there for me for some reason. I put big old lake because that's all I could think of before I had to move things.
I'm sorry. I won't turn my camera off again. Zoom is dumb.
All good.
I wrote The Living Woods. I couldn't think of another cool name, so just put living in front of it. Yeah, that's all I could think of, honestly.
I got rock carved building, like a Pueblo house, I guess. Just rock carved building.
And I got a lighthouse, an obelisk, and a ship. Never specified what kind of ship. That's important.
Ooh.
I've got the oldest tree with the deepest roots, and then I got a wild road. I don't know what I don't know what that last one means, but the first one is pretty,
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's really good.
I'm
Okay.
picturing a lighthouse, but it's a tree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everything
like
is a
that.
tree.
Everything is trees.
That's right. Those are great. So do we need to combine any of them for reasons of sameness or awesomeness?
Awesomeness.
I mean, I think The Living Woods and the eldest is probably in The Living Woods, so I think it would make sense to combine those.
Ooh, but a lighthouse.
every big old lake needs a lighthouse. Every single one.
And maybe it's not even really a lighthouse. Maybe it isn't just an odd obelisk that can be used as a lighthouse. So it produces a light.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure why, what the light does or anything.
Like solar powered.
Yeah,
So it glows at night.
that could be folded into one of the doomsday cults. It's like nobody knows what this obelisk does, but apparently it just functions as a lighthouse right now.
Yeah.
And watch it just be just made to do light. That's all it's there for.
Ends up being like a doomsday device.
Okay. Big old lake with obelisk lighthouse. That's fantastic.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It could be an obelisk, but like the slang term for it, the colloquial term everyone calls it, it's just by the lighthouse,
Did we end up merging the living wood and the eldest?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, someone's doing it. Good.
I'm not entirely enamored by rock carved buildings, so if that falls off the grid, that's fine.
I mean, I think if we went with like the whole communal living, I guess I'm picturing. I don't know the tribe, so I don't want to just say a name, but like in like the southwest where it's carved into the mountains, and it's just like a bunch of like, I guess lack of a better word, homes in the mountain face.
Yeah, I can see that happen. I can see that.
Oh, of
Mason
course. I
Verde.
was thinking
I
like
can't
the
remember
grot
name of them.
and the dark crystal. The grot and Gelfling.
Yeah. Okay.
This is my PSA. I love deep. Where'd she go?
Anything else we need to do with these?
I think vote.
Yeah, I think
We
that's
do need to vote. Yeah. I'll give you 2 votes each for these.
2.
Yeah.
2 votes.
2 votes. Choose well.
Choose wisely. All right, I'm done.
Okay.
All right. So that was pretty
Yeah, pretty unanimous.
That's fair. Yeah,
unanimous.
if we weren't doing a one shot with time, we would probably have given. So the book gives ranges of time to do the idea creation. And we could have done up to 5 minutes, and I think we could have come up with a ton of stuff. But for one shot, I think this is perfect.
Yeah.
And so I think it'd be really good. I'll read them really quickly. So the two we ended up with are the oldest tree, deepest roots in the living woods, and we have big old lake with obelisk lighthouse. So yeah, I'm gonna come up with a name for that big old lake. Just wait. It'll be one word, big ol'.
Nice.
Yes, I
Oh
love
boy.
it.
Oh boy.
Spelled
Okay.
several different ways, but
Anyways, yeah. Cool. All right. So our next step is to move on to people. Now this is a little bit different from some of the other steps, just because, and we're gonna go. I will give you a little bit more time on this one because this is probably where your characters will come from, right? Also NPCs potentially, right? If there are some folks left over, and when you vote for these, you will vote for. You'll vote for ones that you want to stay, but we're going to leave them all available for you to potentially claim a one as your character. You don't have to vote for it to be your character. Nobody has to have voted for it, right? And so but we won't get to that until we get to the very end. So for now, I'm going to do 3 minutes. And so people, just to clarify, names of people, pronouns, quirks, personality quirks, descriptions, however you want it to be, right? Anything relating to people. And they can be partial thoughts or they can be complete thoughts. And we can merge the partials or leave them separate, however you want to do it. But yeah, I think we'll do 3 minutes. Everybody ready?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Awesome. Go.
I'm just gonna use a quick name generator. Um,
Halfway there.
so much pressure. Okay. um, oh, okay. One of these is very funny.
That's time. If you're still typing, finish whatever you're on. I think we can start reading them from the top to the bottom.
Okay.
Who has
First
Fate
one?
Sisters?
How many were we supposed to do?
Was muted. Fate Sisters, not in the sense of past, present, and future, but in the sense of people's feelings towards fate, in that some are like, fate is a given and you can't fight it, versus, fate's just something that's there for big events, but you're still allowed to do whatever in between it, stuff like that.
Cool. Cole, the answer to that question is I didn't say, so.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
My hands are just kind of doing the thing.
Yeah, it's good. Who's got the next one?
That's me. I used a fantasy name generator for a core fantasy name, and Lennox came up, and it just sounded like a cult leader name. So he's one of the cult leaders who's trying to become a deity. Yeah.
Great.
Saplings, people born from trees.
Yes.
And the next one is blanks. Those who cannot go into the tree, VR, weave, well, lure, whatever we're calling it.
That's really interesting. Cool.
Cool as fuck. I have the next one. Edalena Verbain, Druid Circle Mother, the eldest druid. Reme Vilora, deity of circus and freaks. Imando Loremi, the town bard, deity of song and decadence. And Vertella Mikralan, a thief and scoundrel known to find precious and old creation and sell them to collectors.
You wrote flappers.
Oh yes, that was me. Sorry. Flappers, the people who discovered flight. I'm just imagining I guess dirigibles, but with wings that flap on the side.
I love that. Weaver, merger of creations and teller of fate.
Road warrior. There is nothing more to it. It's just road warrior.
Yes.
Reader, the deepest delver in the trees, so the person who can dredge up the oldest memories, I guess. That's just half a thought.
Void Queen, deity of loss and shadow. Grief manifested, she wanders the living woods and has been rumored missing.
Razroth, a newly born deity of revolution.
Ooh.
Watchers, protect over people who are in the weave, so your body doesn't get hurt while you're, not there. But I guess you could probably fold that in with the blanks, because they would kind of be the perfect group.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I got Juan, the goodest boy. I don't know what Juan is, but Juan is the goodest boy.
What do you mean? We
Yes.
know who Juan
I
is.
love
He's the
him.
goodest boy.
That's right. What more do you need to know?
I don't know what Juan is, but Juan is the goodest boy. I also got Loveless Giddies, and then T, a wanderer.
I found it funny because one of my friends, T, is in chat right now.
Hello, T.
Hi,
T,
and
a
I'm sorry.
Hi. Don't apologize for art.
I think
And
T.
then there's one more.
Oh, that's me, the diviner. Someone who can sense where or when a new deity's been made. Why they
That's
can
really
do that,
fun.
no one really knows, but they can.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought the why was why was this new deity made? I don't know.
Do we need to combine any of these for reasons of sameness or awesomeness?
I do
Are
kind of
any
like...
of these people weavers or road warriors or
Oh, that's true.
things like that?
You know what? I'm saying it now. Loveless Giddies is a road warrior.
I think
With
love
that
her.
name, they have
totally
to
true.
be. Yeah.
Totally true.
I would say T, the Wanderer, is probably a road warrior too.
Also true. Maybe they're twins.
T Giddies.
And Juan Giddies.
I like the idea of watches being blanks.
I like that a
Or
lot.
like, at the very least, like blanks are just the best watches.
Okay. Do we have any flappers?
I mean, he's a deity. I was gonna say Razaroth.
Well, maybe Juan, the goodest boy, is that he's just flying
Yes.
around having a good old time.
Oh, I love him. Yes.
On a flying dirigible.
He's just
I love him.
dropping like food and supplies to people willy nilly.
The goodest boy.
Yes, deliveries.
Oh my god. That's precious. That's going to be a yes from me.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
And because I cannot have nice things, immediately my brain said, yes, Juan is one of the flappers, and the person who Juan was originally with was a flapper, but no one remembers them, so Juan is the only one. Not the only flapper, but like of their duo.
Oh.
I'm terrible.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I guess we can't be happy, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I guess I didn't need feelings.
I thought we were doing optimism, you guys.
Yes, please ignore that thought. That was just bad brain being bad.
Listen, as a fellow angst lover here, valid.
Yeah.
That's okay. I created the Void Queen.
Yeah. Let's see. Did we have a blank? Is someone a blank?
I think we just combined watches and blanks because.
Oh, is that what we did?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I
But
missed
an
that.
interesting thought, because you would think that the druids are able to navigate the weave real easily. Maybe the eldest druid can't.
So eldest is a blank.
Elvis. Okay. All right. What else? Anything else we need to combine?
Is Razbroth a road warrior as well?
Oh,
The deity of revolution.
yeah, I think he kind of has to be.
Yeah, it's a very road warrior name.
Yeah.
I think so. He out there, he wildin'.
Could not be killed and is now a deity.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Everyone feel ready to vote?
Yeah. How many votes do we have?
How many do we have?
You get 5.
Okay. I was ready for you to be like
Excellent.
1. Make a decision. Make a wise decision.
Make your decision for you. Okay. Whew, whew. Oh, this is so hard.
This one's
Oh,
always
no.
the hardest.
This is the worst. Okay.
Oh, we have to have a bard. Yeah, we need a bard. Yeah.
Okay, I have 2 more. No, I have 1 more. Oh no! Wait a minute. Do I? 1, 2.
Thank you for
3,
the follow, or no, the host, Mothulu.
Thank you, Mo.
Oh, thank you, Mo.
No, I only do have 1 more. Oh, this is terrible.
I feel that really hard, Cole.
Oh no. Oh, this is awful. I think I'm the holdup. Oh no, it's me. I'm sorry. Panic.
Hey, I'm probably going to use a creation token in this stage, just FYI.
So my 3 creation tokens. I just remembered about that.
I do have 3 tokens. Okay, I'm gonna use one.
I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save mine just in case.
Oh no.
I'm that guy that saves all of the potions until the end of the game and end up not using all of them.
Until you end up dying. It's like, I could have used so many potions.
I've been known to do that.
Okay, here's my last vote. I'm doing it. I love her already, so there.
Okay.
I like that Juan, the goodest boy, is the first one. I feel like all is right with the world. Like, I feel at peace knowing that Juan is okay. He made it.
Cole, do you want to read the ones that made it in?
I do!
I think we're going to stop with the ones that got 2 votes for now, because there's only, we'll see. We'll see what happens, because you can claim them to be your character as well, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mole, thank you for the sub.
Oh, thank you, Mo!
Thank you, Mo.
Oh, that makes my heart so happy. Okay, so here's who made the final cut. Obviously, Juan, the goodest boy, a flapper who can fly. We love him. We stan. The Void Queen, deity of loss and shadow. The Diviner, who can sense where and when a deity is made. Blanks, those that cannot go into the tree weave. The Weaver, merger of creations. Resroth, Resfroth, I can't read, a newly born deity of revolution, and Lovelace Giddies and T, the Road Warriors. These were solid choices.
Very solid. Very solid. All right. Next thing we're going to do is move on to goodies. Goodies are narratively important things. So if you put a adventurer's pack in goodies, that adventurer's pack will be narratively important. So keep that in mind. You can put pretty much anything. Could be a vehicle, could be something as small enough that, you can barely see it. But it should be something that somebody can, kind of take with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
For that, we won't do too long, I think. Maybe just, I don't know. What do you think? Can we do it in 1, or do you want 2 minutes?
1.5.
1.5.
Yeah, it's me
1.5
halfway.
it is. Okay. Ready, go. Dirigibles must always be followed by an exclamation point, just to be clear.
It absolutely must.
I'm always a fan of narratively important whiskey. I think that's a good choice.
I already put adventures pack. I'm going to change my mind.
Ooh. Some interesting ones.
Mm. Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Okay, 5 seconds. Okay, if you're finishing one, go ahead and finish it. And let's read them off. Top to bottom.
I did the magical retractable sword. I had Percy Jackson in mind, so you just clicks a pen, and then the pen becomes a massive sword.
That is a pretty cool sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would help if I was unmuted. A well of secrets, because those are important.
I love that. I have Circlet of the Weaver.
I have water sex, and thank you for the follow, the Net 30s.
Thank you,
Ooh,
thank you. I don't know why I was hearing like Clefairy. Okay, anyway.
That's my favorite Pokemon.
Oh, the next one's mine, that's why. I have Cape of the Bat, Night Goggles, Endurance in a Bottle, a Cat Familiar, Dancer, the Magician, Tarot Deck.
Adventure.
The Magician's a card, right?
I literally just... Oh, I was kind of thinking it was like the item that you need at the time. It has one use, and you can like...
Oh, and it's called the Magician. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Venturing Pack and Whiskey.
Yes. Gotta have the whiskey.
I had Hoverboard, because those are cool.
I put in dirigibles with an exclamation point.
Yes.
It's the only right way to do it.
And then I had Orb of Hope.
And then I had Chariot of Fire, and I didn't see Cat Familiar before, so I wrote Cat. And then I had Black Dog, Very Loyal.
And
That's
I'm
good.
rounding it off with hammocks. If there's all these trees, we gotta have hammocks.
Of course.
Very true.
Right. Should we archive Cat?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's done. Any other things we need to combine here? And it's not real common to combine a ton of stuff and goodies, but it's, whatever you'd like to do.
Could probably archive Dancer because I typed it right after Magician, and that was just the train my brain was on. Unless anyone thinks of a cool thing that it could be.
I mean, I was thinking, okay, so the tarot deck, maybe I know nothing about tarot decks, Coriola decks, but is there a card named the Magician?
Mm-hmm. It's my
And
favorite card.
the Dancer as well?
No.
The Dancer, no.
No, okay.
But the Dancer could be a dirigible.
Dancer could be a
Could be.
dirigible.
Yeah.
I
was
The
thinking,
world is quite literally our oyster.
yeah. I was thinking maybe the tarot deck. So you had the idea of like the Magician being like whatever you need at the time kind of just appears with the Magician.
No, is this like a deck of many things?
Yeah. The tarot deck is literally a deck of many things, and depending on what you pull out, you get that.
Ooh, that could be kind of cool though.
what if,
I have a tarot sitting next to me.
what if the Dancer... Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just in the tarot deck vein of if he gives you exactly what it is on the card, but like in the like actual tarot sense, like, oh yeah, you pulled this upside down. Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Oof. Big oof. Yeah, I like it though. Oh, can you imagine pulling like the 10 of Swords? That's
Oh
a
my
cursing
goodness.
card. That's a cursing card. You pass that to somebody and you're like, and this is yours now, I guess. Sorry. Sucks to be you.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything about
Yeah, I
tarot
don't know
decks,
enough
but-
about tarot decks.
The 10 of Swords is like rock bottom. It is like awful. It's just like you are in the worst place.
Yeah, actually,
Terrible.
I think Carolyn and I did a reading in like March, and I got the 10 of Swords, and it turns out we kind of hit rock bottom. Like, in the next couple of months. It was great.
But the flip of that is you're at rock bottom and there's only one way to go.
Fair.
Yeah, that's kind of how they phrase it. Hang on, this one deck has like an awful 10 of swords.
I was imagining that the dancer is just like basically a pocket diversion. Like if you're being attacked, you throw it down, and like a little robot comes up and starts like dancing so you can get away.
Yes.
Is this not-
God, wait.
Oh, wow. My goodness, that's horrifying.
Is this not the most horrifying card you've ever seen?
Oh yeah, I remember you showing me that. Yeah.
Absolutely not. You pull this card, it's just like, bye-bye. Or this one. This one's also not great. That's the 9 of swords, leading up to the 10. Cosmic Tarot deck.
I like to think of the 9 of swords as you have taken on too many projects. Time to burn out.
And burnout is calling your name. You're going to nap, and you're going to hate it, and you won't have a choice.
Yep. Hit me.
We could probably fold in like dirigibles and hoverboards since they're both like kind of flying devices.
God. I love
You
it.
don't have to.
Oh,
but
what
you
if
can.
instead of hoverboards and dirigibles, we fuse hoverboard and chariot of fire?
A hoverboard of fire.
I
Yes.
really like that.
Yes.
Like fancy
Yes.
hoverboard.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yes, it has to happen.
Assuming a water sack probably comes in adventuring pack, so I can just delete that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that.
Um,
Can we assume that the Cape of the Bat and night goggles are a set?
I think just like literally wearing the
Yes.
cape of the bat just gives you like abilities of night goggles. Yes, hoverboard of fire! Exclamation point.
uh-huh.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Did I miss anything we need to do?
This is a good list.
I think we're folding cape of the bat
It's
and night
whiskey endurance
goggles.
in a bottle.
Cape of the Bat and night
Could be.
goggles?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta find that funny. Whiskey and endurance in a bottle.
Oh God.
Porter said that. I really like that.
Is that?
I'm
are we
for
doing
it.
that?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Why not? Yeah.
Way of the Drunken Master.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that confuse.
I mean, if you want to get crazy, you can get a cat dog, but you know.
But nope,
Mm.
nope. That show actually vaguely traumatized me as a kid.
It was a really odd show.
What was it?
Even back then, I was like, how did they go to the toilet?
Yeah. Yeah, I had so many questions.
Okay, if this is our final list, then I think we can vote. Let's see. I will give you 5 votes again.
Okay, yay. The juice in a bottle, it's whiskey. It's just so funny.
Oh, right.
Mo, you have to, please don't tell me that's true. Is that true, Mo? I need to look this up.
Is
Oh,
what
no.
true?
I need to look that
In the chat, Molthulu said the guy who created Cat Dog went on to write Human Centipede.
No.
Damn it, you actually got me, Mo. I actually thought
And
that
they
was
said it was a
true.
lie.
That would not
Oh.
have surprised me at all.
Oh, I love when they do the icebreaker games and they're like 2 truths and a lie. One of mine is like, I'm very tall.
Cole, you're tiny.
I know, but I'm tough. Spelled Tuff. It's very important. The spelling
Okay.
matters.
Tough stuff.
Tough and stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, here's what we ended up with. We have Big Black Dog, very loyal. Endurance in a bottle. It's whiskey. Tarot deck. Hoverboard of fire. A cat familiar. Adventuring pack. A well of secrets. And I'll say there's probably a magical retractable sword hanging around somewhere.
Maybe
So-
in the Well of Secrets.
Maybe. You
Oh my
never know.
gosh.
I like that.
Okay. So what we're going to do now, and this isn't in the rule book, but I like doing this when I'm on a stream because I think it's fun, is let's come up with a name for this Arium that we created together.
Oh, damn, okay.
Yeah, something catchy, something fun.
Lorana.
We're going to do it in a column, just like before. Everybody will write down their ideas.
Oh,
Okay.
in names, okay.
Add one more column on the end, and I'll give you 1 minute to write down ideas for a name for this Arium.
Name generator, help me.
Ready? Go.
I see you, Drac.
It's the first thing that came to mind.
No, I'm changing my mind. There.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
You have 15 seconds left.
Cole is still going.
I names.
You're very good with names, yeah.
I just smash sounds together. I'm like, ooh, this rolls off the tongue nice. That's all I got.
Right.
That's what I do. Just
Oh no. Yes.
Time's up. Does someone just want to read these all really quickly, and then we'll vote on them?
We got
Where to go?
Future Pod. We got Nova. We got Banjo. We got Legacy, Hall & Oates, Medulla, Rutivore, Falera Knoll, Endervon, Arunda, Lorana, Redare, Grayskull, and Phalorn.
Great. Let's
Those are
vote.
some good names. Some good names.
Vote for 4. Vote for 4.
Oh, I just love Banjo and Hall & Oates.
And you said we get 4?
Yes.
Two.
Oh. Oh no, what was gonna be called Banjo?
Mine.
I can't believe this. You traitors!
I'm sorry, I couldn't not vote for it.
Traitors.
Let's talk about this. Banjo
Let's
is
talk
pretty
about
cool.
this.
Banjo is pretty cool. Would it be cooler if we merged it with one of these other two and called it Nova Banjo or Banjo Medulla or something like that?
Banjo Medulla!
Yeah,
I like
Banjo
Banjo
Medulla rolls off the tongue.
What about Bambula?
That's my character's name in Quest.
You're right.
Bandula. Actually, I kind of like Banjo Medulla. I find that hilarious.
You want to call it Banjo
Raiders.
Medulla?
I can't believe you traitors came up with all this cool shit, and then it's named Banjo.
The noble.
We also came up with one, the goodest
The
boy.
noble. No one's gonna be saying Once Upon a Time in the noble land of Banjo.
The noble people of Banjo Medulla.
There it is.
All I can hear in my head right now is Najo.
That's the national anthem.
The soundtrack of the world is Mumford and Sons.
I can't.
Blues Brothers.
I'm dying. This is so much.
I'm sorry. This is okay.
All right. Holy cow.
When even the creator is like, how? How did we get here?
I need to ask, Adam, was that you that thought of Banjo?
Of course it was.
It wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I'll never
Don't
tell.
Don't you lie to me, you agent of chaos. I feel like I know Adam well enough at this point.
So I write chaos optional in my Twitter head, but like honestly, that's not even optional at this point. It's just chaos.
All right. Let's let you all claim some characters. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
How's that work?
Yeah. That should be fun, right? At least we hope it'll be fun.
I'm scared.
No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So first off, what I would like you to do is just let's have everyone name their first choice for a character for you. It can be anyone from People. And if you don't want someone from People, you want to make something up besides that, then that's fine. But first, let's just go around and have everyone say their first preference. And it's okay if you have the same first preference because we have a way to resolve that. So
fight to the death, right? I think I remember reading that chapter.
Yeah, fight to the death. It's always a fight to the death. Yeah, virtual fights to the death are the best, by the way, because
it just keeps going, I guess.
Rock,
Goes
paper,
forever.
scissors.
Yeah, no results. All right. Okay, let's start. Let's go clockwise. Let's start with Cole, you're in the middle, so I'm going to start with you because you're kind of the 12 o'clock. So what's your favorite?
Okay, so of course my brain is already kind of just like wishing things together. I think that I'm the daughter of the Void Queen and the Weaver.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay. So that's one that didn't exist, right?
Mm-hmm.
That makes it easy. Great. And let's go to Adam.
I mean, I guess I kind of want to be Juan, the goodest boy.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Drac.
I want to be a deity. I want to be Razroth.
Hell yeah.
All right. And Forta.
I think I would like to fuse two things, if that's all right with you, Cole.
Mhm.
I kind of want to be Vertella McRellan, and I want to say that they're a sapling. They're born from the trees, but like in the sense of born from the memories of the trees.
Ooh.
They're just a walking collection of information that like, and that's why they're so good at finding these precious old creations that they sell to collectors.
That's cool.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I can't believe I fell in love with Forta Moore.
Yeah. So
Heart clench.
everyone got to choose one, and you got them all, and no conflicts. So that was easy. And that is your free character that you get to choose. Now you also get a free goodie. to choose, and there may be some rumble over this. I'm not entirely sure. You can still pick things that didn't get any votes. That's also fine. Let's go in opposite order this time because I feel like that's the way to do it. Forta, what would be your choice for a goodie for your first choice?
I'm sorry. I really want that big black dog. I just want the puppy.
Okay. And Drac?
Oh, I wanted to go for the puppy as well.
Ooh, okay. We can resolve that. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. And Adam.
Puppy is no. I'm kidding. I'll go. I guess Juan should get the dirigible or maybe the hoverboard. Fuck. I'm going dirigible, but it's a tiny.
Dirigible?
It's a smaller one, so he can weave in and out of the trees.
Okay. I
Super
like it.
fast dirigible.
And Cole.
Unpredictable garbage, and I want to pick the tarot deck.
Even had the props for
works.
it.
I even have the props. I actually just got this really cute new one. It's called the Crow deck, and it's really pretty. I mean, come on. Oh, come on. Camera, don't do this to me. Look at that.
There you go.
You.
Perfect for the
Nice.
Void Queen.
I have a box of tarot decks right here, actually. I was thinking about a game. Yeah. Anyway.
There is a game that uses
think I like
tarot
them.
deck,
They're
and
pretty.
I wanted to play it.
There's a few. I want to make a new one. I have an idea for one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If you need an artist.
We should talk.
Puppy eyes.
And we collaborate on that.
Ford and I work really well together. Anyway, so these goodies.
The dogs. So let's resolve that first.
Okay.
So we have a conflict where two people would like the same goodie. And I think there's a couple ways that you could resolve it. One of them would be that there's more than one very big, black, and loyal dog, right? Which I think would be fine. But if we want to make there be less, to be only one, which I think is fair as well, then you can resolve that by bidding your remaining creation tokens for it. And the first person who gets to 3 gets it. If you don't want it 3 bad, then don't say 3 because you automatically get it if you say 3. Here's the key though. If you do use your creation tokens in that way, then they go to the person who you outbid.
Oh. I mean, I have all 3 of my tokens left.
I
But
only have the one.
We don't tell him that.
I only have the one. He's already seen them both. It's
Yeah, I'm
all
gonna
right if
vote
you
2.
want him. I do have a second choice.
Okay.
You want it that bad, so you're gonna say 2. So you're down to
I'm
1.
gonna vote 1.
You're gonna vote 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had also put 1 on him.
Damn it.
Yeah. I don't
Damn
have
it.
I don't have a tiebreaker. You said 1 first, so it's 1. So you give your 1 creation token to Forta.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a second choice, Forta. What's your second choice?
Yeah, my second choice is the adventuring pack.
The adventuring pack.
Because
Okay.
I have this idea of this pack holding more than it really should. Just for laughs.
I think that makes sense. That's
A
great.
lot of massive spear. Just give me a sec.
It's like a haversack, just constantly pulling things out.
Yeah, I got you this old creation. You want it?
Okay. So you've each got those, and now with any creation tokens that you have left, you can do one of 2 things. You can save them for character creation, and you can spend them to give yourself an extra point, right? In your attributes, or you can use them now, and you can add some more goodies your character. And it's not, at this point, it's actually not just goodies. You can also add a person who's like a contact or maybe a friend or someone who helps you. You can add potentially a landmark. If it seems like it's something that could be owned by someone, right? If it's that small, it could also actually be an organization. Maybe you are a member of that organization, or maybe you lead that organization, and that will give you some kind of benefit in game. So as far as cost for those goes, goodies are the most expensive. They cost 2 creation tokens, and the rest of them cost 1. So person, landmark, organization, because you can't really always necessarily take them with you, but a goodie you can usually take with you wherever you go. So if anyone wants to spend their creation tokens that way, they can. And it's just sort of free for all.
Can I edit a goodie that I want to slightly edit the black dog I have? I want to make it a deity as well. Like Cerberus.
That would probably cost you a creation token.
1 or 2?
Just 1.
Okay, yeah, I'll spend 1.
Dang, that's cool. I love that.
So
No.
you've spent a total of 2 on the dog. Remember that, because that's important. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So
and anytime you spend on something, it's going to be important to remember how much that is.
So we can purchase a goodie with 2 tokens right now?
A goodie with 2 tokens, or like a contact or friend,
Okay.
or a landmark organization. 1.
All right, I'm going to get the hoverboard, and I think the Watchers would be a good contact, because I'm kind of thinking Juan is more or less like he's like a mobile shop, and maybe like a mobile restaurant. I don't know. With his dirigible, he's got stuff in there, and so the Watchers are always like not plugged in. So I think they would be his like biggest customers.
Okay, I like that. So you can take both of those. So the goodie will cost you 2, and then the Watchers will cost you 1. Anything else?
I think I'm gonna put one on Loveless Giddies and Tea, the Road Warriors, because they seem like good contacts to have. I mean, being a thief and scoundrel, you don't want to be in bad with the Road Warriors, probably.
You really don't. You really don't. It's the last thing you want.
And I think I'm going to spend 1 on Remev Ilora, the deity of circus and freaks. Because I kind of get the feeling that's where this character I haven't named yet is going to kind of be around.
Okay. Cool. Any other, you can claim more if you'd like, if you still have tokens left. You don't have to.
I want to hold on to them.
Okay. Right. Well, let's make some characters. We'll try and do it as quickly as possible. So everybody should have a link to this sheet where I've got the character information, and everybody should have a tab with their name on it. So just open your tab, put your name, the character that you chose, and then under goodies, so there's like a yellow box on each of for like each of 3 goodies, and I think nobody got more than 3 if I'm not mistaken. Then you can just type in the thing that you got, and that could, it could be a person or landmark. All those things fall into this category, right? And so mechanically they'll be sort of similar, except we will talk about how they work and what they mean when they come into play for you.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say thank you for the follow, Proopy Pants. I just really wanted to say Proopy Pants.
It's a hoverboard of fire, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Now, can I control the fire?
Does it burn you? Oh, that might be a thing of
That is an
about.
excellent question.
Like, is it a hoverboard with a flamethrower on it, or do I just have flames spitting out the back?
Right. If you would, when you type in those goodies, just put in parentheses next to them the number of tokens you spent on them. Cole, is it Simaruta or Kimaruta?
Chimaruta.
Chimaruta?
Chimaruta.
Kimaruta. Okay.
This made me think of that song, Skimmer-a-dink-a-dink-a-doo.
That's their theme song.
Oh, Juan, the goodest boy. Okay.
I'm so happy.
Oh, I just realized I'm writing the sample and not in my.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I was wondering. Oh, yeah, you are. Okay.
Fix that.
Oh, wait, where do we put our?
It's on the right column,
Uh-huh.
all the way to the right, and there are yellow boxes. Just that's where you put the name of your goodies that you picked up, along with
Okay.
the number of points you spent on them or tokens.
Okay. That includes contacts, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I used 2 creation tokens. Where do I put that?
Just put it. Is it who is it? Oh, the big black dog. Just put it.
Yeah.
Just put a 2 next to it in the
The
name.
parentheses, okay.
Yeah. Just so we know, because it'll make a difference.
I'm sorry, did we say that contacts go under goodies?
They do, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Oh no, we haven't picked Banes yet.
Hmm.
I really only have 1 goodie. Oh well.
It was an expensive goodie.
Yeah.
I think given the type of story that we're aiming for, right? We probably won't do Banes on goodies. Yeah, because we had the hope, optimism. Yeah, I don't think we will.
Oh, that's nice.
But we will do. But you will have a personal Bane. Everyone will have a personal Bane. Can't get away from that. That wouldn't be fun. Okay. Let's talk about that for a second. So you can put in your what your character looks like and what defines their personality and a little bit about who they are as you have time. I think you're probably all already thinking about that because we created these characters together with some of that in mind. So the next thing that we're going to do is set up 2 personal boons and 1 personal bane. So those are on the left column underneath what defines your personality. And so, and I should have highlighted those as well, but I didn't. But basically, there's a blank spot right under personal boons, and then there's another blank spot underneath that row of checkboxes.
Yeah.
And so that's where the names of the 2 personal boons will go. And so this can be pretty much anything, right? Because these character creations we came up with together, right? And if there's something that you feel like is really relevant for them based on, what we had in mind, then just kind of name it, right? And put it in there. And so this is where it gets you're going back into that creative mode where you're going to name something, right? And so it could be, and I don't want to give you something from one of yours because I don't want to influence you. So I'll talk about the one that's in the sample. So in the sample, we have Tex Rex, who is a vegan T-Rex, who has a personal boon called Classy AF, right? And then so he wears like top hat and coat and things like that. And then he has a personal bane called Tiny Arms, right?
I love that so much.
Yep. And he only has one personal boon because he actually chose the 4th column, and because the 4th column costs you 2 points instead of 1, and that one lets you re-roll ones, right? But we can talk about that just a little bit. So the different options for a boon are you can get +2 dice when you're rolling. That means so we're rolling pools of 6s. I think I mentioned that. So when you roll, you're usually just rolling an attribute. Those attributes are probably going to range somewhere between 1 and 5. And so you would get 2 extra dice. So instead of rolling 5, you'd roll 6. You're looking for 5s and 6s, generally speaking, when you're rolling that to get successes. And then the next one is advantage, which means you're actually looking for 4s, 5s, and 6s. So it gives you a little more room to get a success when you roll. Next one is an auto 6, which means you just get 1 more dice and it's already got a 6 on it. You don't have to roll it. And then the last one is you're re-rolling all the ones that you roll. So the benefit of that is you will almost never, when that boon comes into play, you'll almost never come into a complication, which can be handy.
Okay, yeah.
Right. And then with Banes, it's basically the opposite. -2 dice. Disadvantage means only 6s count. Auto 1, so you get 1 dice that already has a 1 on it, and re-roll 6s, so you can almost never get control of the scene.
Ooh, big oof.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you can pick, and that re-roll 6s you won't have to take because you're only taking 1 Bane. And that one is worth 2 points. Yeah.
Okay. So we get 1 boon, 1 bane.
2 boons, 1 Bane.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why this one's a bad example because it shows only 1, but it's one that's worth 2 because it's the 4th column.
And the auto 6 costs 1 or 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It costs 1. You could also have 1 personal boon and then choose 2 of the marks that only cost 1. So you could have +2 dice and an auto 6. You could have +2 dice and advantage.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah.
But we may, I don't know. Maybe we should assign attribute points first before we go too much farther. Because it'll help you choose, I think.
Yeah.
So let's do that really quickly. So at this point, if you have any leftover creation tokens, they become points to go into your attributes. And you add that to 10. So everyone gets 10. And you only put them in mind, spirit, body, and social. Those are the 4 primary attributes. And when you put them in, then it'll auto-calculate all the rest of the stuff in the sheet. So your other attributes will fill in by themselves. and all of the secondary attributes round up. So Drac, on yours, it's a total of 10. So so you could put like 2, 2, 3, 3, and that's 10.
Total of 10. Okay.
Yeah. So 11 actually, because you have one extra, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Oh, I might go. Yeah.
Juan is a social person. Awesome.
He's the goodest boy. He's got.
He really
I
is.
love it. It's so cute.
Oh, I'm tempted. I want to. A God of Revolution. I'm gonna give him a lower social.
Oof. I like those boons, Cole. Those are cool.
I'm creative sometimes. I gotta think of a Bane though.
Mm-hmm. The other thing I'd like to do, since we're playing a one-shot on a stream, is talk about how you all know each other already, because I'm not going to create a situation to bring you all together. We need to jump right in, I think.
Oh, wait, so who? How do we know each other?
And then to pick like the boons that we get, their points, where do those points come from? How many do we get?
Oh, on the goodies?
For boons, yeah. So for advantage or +2 dice.
Oh, sorry. So for the personal boons and banes, you get 2 points for personal boons and 1 point for personal banes. So you just have to spread them across however many things you have. So if you actually want the 4th column item, then you'd have to go down to 1 personal boon. Because it costs 2, and the other ones all cost 1.
The other ones all cost 1. Okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Does the same go for goodies?
Goodies are a little different. I can talk about that now if you're ready.
I am.
Okay. So for your adventuring pack, because that was your default goodie, you'll get 1 point, right?
Yep.
And then for the one that you spent 1 on, you also get 1 point. Folks that spent 2 will get 2 points. Basically, it's just point to point.
Okay.
Yeah. Except for the ones you got by default, those just get 1. We could have given them 2, but I'm going with 1 today. That's how I feel.
Okay. I think I did that right.
It's in the book, it's GM's choice, so you can give 1 or 2. We're playing, so I'm going by the rules for a heroic style game, basically. We have some options, some alternate options for, like something that's a little harder, a little more, it's kind of like, when you log into, a little grittier when you log into Diablo and it's like hardcore mode, right? That's Yeah, that
Yeah.
exists. So
And that's the part where you just turn off the game, right?
yeah.
No.
Sapling mind.
Mm,
To re-roll sixes would also be a 2-point, right?
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you don't
Okay.
have. Yeah, don't choose that one.
I'm trying to think of a good name for my other boon.
Another boon.
Yeah, for my dog. I've been thinking of names for each boon.
Yeah, do that.
Ferocious might.
For your goodies, they have the boons actually have a name too, so you can put that in. What does having that person or that goodie do? Something that we can reason about while we play.
I stand by ferocious might
I'll go ferocious might.
because I think I'm clever. Ferocious.
Nice.
I'm funny.
I'm not doing the pun.
So what
I refuse.
what
I'm
does
not doing
one what gives one an auto 6? What do you call it?
His wanness? No.
His wanness.
I maybe he's just is there just like a mystical like luck that he has? I don't
Yeah,
know if
just
that
so good. He's so much of a good
That's
boy.
great. You could totally put that in and just say always lucky.
But
Right?
well, I guess it's a little bit of a mixed bag because he also has an auto 1 in there.
Right.
So it's
So we have to come up with a name for what sort of triggers those, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's the hard part. So and folks sometimes have a hard time with that. So we actually are working on a simple toolkit to help us come up with names for these.
could I call it a 1-2 punch? Because he's got 2 auto crits and then
The 1-2 punch. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I'd call one of them the 1-2 punch, and then the other one lucky, maybe.
Okay.
Or luck of the good, since he's the
Ooh.
goodest boy.
Luck of the goodest.
Luck of the goodest. Yes.
Oh, I need to think of a bane. My personal bane. I haven't got a name for that.
Quick to wrath.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, because one of my personal boons is righteously pissed off.
Yeah.
The double-edged sword.
Yeah. That's perfect. Maybe is one vulnerable to people taking advantage of him or something? Maybe that might be a bane.
Naivety.
Yeah, probably.
Naivety.
Yeah, the goodest ones are always the most naive ones. Oh, it's gonna be fun. I get to play a god.
Okay. How do, Alex, I'm looking at yours. How do Lovelace, Giddies, and T give you a benefit of 2 dice? What's their, under what circumstance? What would we call it?
I think that one's. I'm torn between 2 things. One being they know, they know some information that's useful and point in the right direction, or they're, able to lend a hand, like in a fight type context.
Okay.
So I'm not sure which to go with. Well, I mean, they're road warriors, so maybe it should be, you can call them up and they'll be ready to help. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that. Yep. Little tricky because maybe they'll come, maybe they won't, right? But yeah. I like it. It's why they're, if you go that route, for sure. I mean, the other route is, can you contact them and get something from them, or maybe a little less powerful. They're always with you, but they follow you around or something, but they just sort of lend the intimidating glare.
No, I don't think they're always around, but okay. I feel like if you can get a message out to them, it's like, yeah, we'll try and be there.
Okay. So would you call that in a pinch? Or
yeah, that's a good name.
I'm just shooting out names. Let's see.
Oh, you can count on me.
There you go. Cole, what does the tarot deck do? How does it work?
So I'm willing to demote it if necessary, but I gave it an auto 6 because I figure, so the item, I think it's definitely like once you use a card, that card is gone from the deck.
Mm-hmm.
But it manifests whatever that card
right.
contains. So it's kind of like that auto 6, but at the same time, it's 1 use only.
Okay.
Or if that's too much, maybe each card has a few things that could be manifested, and it's like a roll a d4 situation.
No, I think it's probably fine to have it. I want to think about it in terms of when can you trigger this type of thing, right? And so it has to be, I guess, a time when you can pull a card from the deck.
Mm-hmm.
And so something is going to appear to help you potentially, which could be, a sword, a cup, etc., right?
Mm-hmm.
Or, death. That would be really interesting. I like this. Let's go with it. Let's roll with it. So let's say, I don't know, something that represents possibility, I guess, or randomness. It is what it is, or hope this helps, or
I like hope this helps.
Something like that is how I would probably name it.
Here goes nothing.
Here goes nothing. Perfect.
That's the name of the tarot deck?
Yeah. So it's not the name of the tarot deck, it's the name of the boon. So it's on that other highlighted line right above the checkboxes. There.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then we need to do the same thing for Remev Ilora.
Mhm.
Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put advantage on Remev because they, even though they are a deity of like the circus and circus freaks, kind of like their patron, I think they have a very good reputation. I think that they are a renowned performer, and I think mentioning their name and like having that connection is a good thing. So the boon might
Opens
be
doors or
A foot in the door?
a foot in the door, right?
foot in the door.
Yeah. Something along those lines.
My stupid dodo brain just came up with trapezy easy, like easy
Do it.
peasy lemon squeezy.
You have to do
Yeah,
it now.
that's good.
You legally
I
have
love
to
it.
do it now.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's great.
I'm grounded. Okay, well, it was fun playing with y'all.
Cool. Adam, I'm looking at yours now. So we've got the dirigible. We need to figure out what that gives you. And I'm guessing it's, can get where I need to or something along those lines, right?
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe some sort of, I don't know if defense is a thing, but like added defense since it's maybe a little beefier. I don't know.
Yeah, potentially. And then the Flaming Hoverboard, we want to talk about that one next. And that's that's more of a mobility, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Thing. So if you're on that, you can maneuver a lot better. I definitely see that as potentially being, defense in some situations if you're on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to name those two boons, and then the last one was Watchers, which is a contact. And I'm trying to remember. Oh, and you have 2 on Flaming Hoverboard, so you need a second boon. My bad. So that one does 2 good things for you. You didn't get any extra tokens left over for attribute points, but you're loaded down with goodies.
Well, I'll just put a reroll of 1 on that, and
ooh, nice.
Have to rename this something.
Okay. And where are we? How are we on time? What's our time check?
We're 2 hours in now.
Yeah.
Okay. Once we finish this, do we need to take a quick break?
Yeah, I think we could take a quick break. Again, everyone in chat, we're going to be giving away. Do we even announce it? I don't think actually verbally said anything. Mentioned it. We're going to be giving away a copy of Arium Create and Discover. So just be active in chat, and we'll be doing the giveaway a little bit into the actual roleplay session.
Yep. I'm gonna call these watchers. Brandon Need, maybe?
What do you see them doing for you?
I think maybe it's one of those things that since the watchers can't like connect to the weave or the well or whatever, maybe a lot of people kind of don't treat them like people, I guess, are as fairly as they should be, and so like Juan treats everybody the same, so they're kind of like, if he were ever to be in trouble, they would probably be the first to like come out.
I like that. There's also a possibility they might hear things that other people don't hear because people don't see them as, people.
That's true.
So
yeah,
you could maybe they might have information for you as well.
Like that.
but I like both of those. I think it's good. So he's their actual friend, right? And a lot of other people don't really treat them right, and so they've got your back, or I don't know.
I named it Whisper Patrol, so I guess that could be both things.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that'll work. That's great. And then Leaf on the Wind for yeah.
I love
Man,
it.
you're hurting me. Okay.
Yeah,
Oof.
I'm still hurting about that, and it's been how many years?
Oof. Yeah. And get you where you're going. Perfect. Okay. I think we got it. I think we got them all, didn't we? I'm looking through. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. All right. Break time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
5 minute probably sounds good. Yeah, we're gonna go on a 5-minute break. Hang out in chat. We'll be back soon.
All right.
Mhm.
See
Be active in
everybody
chat.
soon. Be active as well. Yep. See you soon. Do we want to talk about this on stream as we have done a lot of creator? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna switch over then. And we are back. Thank you everybody for hanging out while we took a little break.
Yeah.
I guess we were just discussing how we all were in the same place together at the same time.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I need to ask because I never actually asked, what is a road warrior? Because I am a road warrior, but I don't actually know what it is.
You know,
That's a
I kind of
tough
left
person.
it open-ended. Just maybe,
Warriors on the road.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
maybe they're an order of people who help
Traveling?
people.
Traveling
Maybe they're not.
mercenary.
Maybe it's like a
Ooh.
biker gang, but yeah, maybe it's like a biker gang.
Ooh.
Gang mercs.
Yeah,
The
Like-
day
kinda like that.
revolution on a motorcycle. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And how big is my dog? Because he never actually.
Big as a man.
Can I ride my dog?
Big as a man. Yes,
I want to
please.
sit on my dog and ride him. We just said big black
all
dog.
in-
It doesn't.
All in
think
favor,
that's
say
fine.
aye.
Literally Princess Mononoke, that stuff.
Hell yeah.
Or
In that
Journey.
case.
Exactly.
Oh wait, no, not Journey. What's the name of the Last Guardian?
Oh yeah. Oh, The Last Guardian was such an awesome game. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got a massive dog that I can ride, and yeah, I don't need a bike. I've got a god dog.
So I'm thinking that I would like for you to all be at or near the eldest. So why would you be there?
Well,
Personally or like as a group?
Choose as a group, I suppose.
Yeah, I think as a group. Maybe we all just. I know since I'm a deity, I'd probably be interested in why another deity went missing. So maybe that kind of makes sense for me. Would you guys be interested in that?
I
Yeah.
also think it was the last place I saw my mother.
and Vertella is, between, hey, this is a hub of where people come and go. So maybe I could sell some of the stuff I found, but also maybe I can find some stuff left behind by this missing Void Queen.
Yeah, and I think Juan would probably be there if it was a hub selling his foods and wares.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit more about. So you'll be near the eldest. Juan is there selling his grub and such. And you each kind of have your own reasons. Maybe there was a rumor of, no, not a rumor, but we know that this is the last place the Void Queen was seen. So that's true. And I was trying to think here. What? I should have marked the NPCs I wanted to mess around with. You selected most of the people who had a lot of votes. Okay. I think that's good. And it sounds like the journey is to find the Void Queen, or to attempt to find the Void Queen.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's great. Now, which of you would you say has the most cool? Do any of your characters, you think, have a catchphrase?
Oh
You know-
no.
Yeah, I think my
Hmm.
catchphrase is probably "Don't piss me off."
Ah, dang it. I was about to be like, no, 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 they wouldn't. And then I was like, no, their catchphrase is, I'm working here.
Okay.
Like-
Keep that in mind, maybe. Oh, did you have one, Ed?
His was just wanted everywhere.
Wanted everywhere.
This hurts
The puns.
me.
The puns.
Do you regret this yet?
No.
Oh gosh.
Okay. What about? Okay. No, I think that's probably a good place to start. So, you find yourselves in the middle of the living woods, which you've been here before, and you know that there's something unseen that moves throughout these woods. It lives here. It's like it isn't anything physical, but you can feel it just when you walk in. It's almost like the air is alive when you're here. And as you wander through this area, approaching your destination, the eldest, which is the oldest tree with the deepest roots, in the very center of the living woods. And we'll go with the trope here, it's taller than all of the other trees, right? It is enormous. Its trunk is so massive that the four of you together could not join arms and surround it. As you approach the eldest, you see quite a few other people wandering in and out of here. You see the Watchers of Banjo Medulla.
I forgot.
I forgot, but do you regret?
No.
Work it in.
I'll never regret
You see
that.
the Watchers of Banjo Medulla, who are many of them tending to the roots of various trees nearby in their, I'm going to say, brown robes with the kind of rough fabric that they're made of. They're very rustic looking. And you see other people, not anyone that you would immediately recognize, except for Juan. Everyone knows Juan. He is indeed the goodest boy and has the goodest treats.
Selling wontons, the best wonton you'll have this side of the elder tree.
I did not. Oh, God.
Is it though?
I don't know why I didn't see that coming. I don't know.
This is what we expect when we play with Adam. We just accept it, embrace it,
Yes. And love him for it.
and maybe roll a d4 for psychic damage.
Selling some yard games. I've got wand darts. They've been outlawed in most states, but we've got them here.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, I'm going to turn to my dog, my massive dog, who I'm going to name Trico after the Last Guardian. Hey boy, do you want a wonton? And if he says yes, I'm just gonna hop on top and just ride over to Juan.
Your dog always looks hungry. He's massive. He needs to eat a
Oh
lot.
my god, I can't believe there's in-game puppuccinos.
Morning, Juan.
Morning. Was it Razroth? Morning, Razroth.
Reservoir.
That's what I had, like reservoir. No. Yeah, I'll have some wontons. Chico would have some too.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. Let me. I just got a fresh batch here, so that's good because it looks like he's super hungry and really big. I'm gonna like cautiously try to go out to pet.
He'll growl, but then probably sniff your hand, and you smell like food, so he'll let you pet him.
Perfect. All right. That's well, we don't really have a currency thing, so do we? Is it just like barter? You know what? You're good for it. Here, just say it. He like pulls out like a whole big like just this huge pot.
Good for it.
I love it.
All right. What are Kimaruta and Bertella doing?
Well, Vertella heard wand darts and is like, darts, 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 darts. Maybe not literally out loud, but kind of at least a little bit out loud. So Vertella's going to come over and buy some.
I think I'm following, but I'm kind of looking up at the sky and over at the tree. And I notice Vertella got away from me, so I go over there. And then I'm distracted again, and then I come back.
And like the whole while, Vertella's just like, oh my gosh, these darts are great. I love these things. You got to try some. Like, we're going to go and get a bunch, and we're just going to go throw them at something. I don't know what yet, but we're going to throw them.
You're not going to throw them at the trees, are you?
Oh, no, not at the trees, not the trees. Maybe we'll throw them in the lake.
Okay, that makes sense. We should go throw them in the lake.
The lake doesn't mind, mostly.
Depends on who you ask.
If you hit any fish, just send them my way. I'll cook them up.
Yeah. So that is what is happening over there.
Okay. Lawn darts for the lake, of course. All right. I'm going to I would like for Kimaruta to roll awareness for me.
You want Chimaruta to roll awareness?
Correct.
Oh,
we're gonna
Lord.
We're going to make a roll. So
okay.
The way this works is you're just going to look at your attribute for awareness. That's how many dice you get, unless you have a boon or a bane that might apply. But I'm not seeing one on your sheet. I'll let you.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that's 3 dice?
3 dice. Yep. Go ahead and roll those.
Ooh, that's a 6, a 5, and a 2.
Nice.
That's actually great. So you got 2 successes. And you notice something very high on the eldest tree, on a branch that probably sprouted 500 years ago or more, because it's massive. It's as big as the trunks of most of the trees that are around it, but it's high. It's probably I don't know. We want to do meters, maybe like 100 meters high.
Is it like in the canopy or like on a branch?
Yeah. So it's a branch. There's a branch. It's a very large branch, and it's almost above the canopy of the rest of the trees, right? But it catches your eye for some reason, and you notice something shiny.
I feel like as she notices this, anyone around her would notice that her eyes almost seem to like twinkle. She's got like a galaxy like in her eyes. And as she focuses on this, like she almost looks like just a cloud. So like she just like twinkles a little bit, and she's going to reach and pat Vertella on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Do you see that? Way up there?
And with their pointing out, would it be something I could see?
You could roll awareness.
Alrighty. Roll 4 dice. A 5, a 6, a 4,
Yeah, you
and
see it. You see it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's not very distinct, but there's definitely something up there that's kind of maybe glimmering. I don't know. And as you're both pointing and looking up there, a fellow with long dark hair that comes down just past his shoulders, and a fairly distinctive scar right here on his chin, clean-shaven fellow, wanders up to you and he says, "What are you looking at up there? What? That is the eldest tree."
I'm not looking at anything.
Uh,
Just admiring.
well,
What are you looking at?
nothing. Not looking at anything.
anyways, in this looking at of nothing, I think it looks lovely today. The eldest.
It does.
How are you this fine day?
I would be better if you weren't looking so suspiciously up at the eldest.
Oh, I was just about to say that you feel very suspicious. Why do you feel suspicious?
So rude.
I don't.
But I
Let
can
me
feel
introduce
it.
myself. I am Lennox. Stretches out a hand to you.
I'm Chimaruta, but you can call me Chima.
Chima. Chima. Why does that name sound familiar? And you?
Oh, I'm Bertella McRaylin.
Ah, Bertella.
Mm-hmm.
And what brings you here today to the eldest?
Just walking, watching.
See. Happen to be searching for a god, would you?
Not me.
Who's looking for gods?
Well, I am.
Who are you looking for?
Just gods in general.
I'm sure you'll find somebody around. They're all over, right?
They don't always seem to want to talk to me.
Why would that be?
Oh, it's definitely the aura. You should clean that up.
My aura? What is wrong with it?
It feels heavy. Suspicious.
Because I am
sad.
searching. I am searching. I am working.
But it's so dark and heavy. You should lighten it up. People would want to talk to you more if your aura wasn't so heavy.
Well, how would you recommend I do that?
Step 1, don't get mad at people for watching a tree.
Mm-hmm. I have my suspicions about what is happening up there.
But if you're suspicious of everybody, no one will want to talk to you.
I mean, if you're cool with that, that's fine. Don't have to talk to everybody.
How come your friends aren't looking up in the tree?
Meanwhile, I'm just like feeding Trico wontons. Who's a good boy?
There are
I
people
feel
kind
like-
of passing back and forth by you, but this man just.
I feel like at the mention of looking for a god, I feel like she almost like goes almost like the shadow almost like seems to dissipate a little before like she comes back together.
Hmm.
Kind of flickers out for a second and comes back before acting like nothing happened.
Let me see if that would be something he would notice. Gosh, he's really feeling oblivious today.
Bertilla would know.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if you should happen to see one, I would like to know. I have questions.
What kind of questions?
We'll pass it along, I guess.
Well, that would be between me and the god, of course.
But which god? There's gods all around. Maybe you are a god and you just don't know.
No, I most assuredly am not.
Why would you? Why would anyone want that? That's just so much effort.
But think of the prestige.
I can get prestige by selling a nice rock for a little while.
Hmm. Well, there was a god here once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were they like?
Full of darkness, really. Quite difficult to behold.
So I take it not shady tree darkness, but like deep dark pit darkness.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe they don't want to be found.
I believe that may be true. Or perhaps they'd been drawn to something darker than themselves.
Isn't that between them and the darkness?
Maybe. But I want to find this god. Or any god, really. Because I have questions.
Did
Well,
you try
good
asking
luck.
yourself first?
I am not a god, as I told you before. I could not answer the question that I have.
Well of secrets, upside down, underground, not to be found. Well of secrets, secrets, secrets.
And what do you mean by that?
Oh,
I don't know.
Don't mind her. She sometimes just goes into these rhymes and sing song. She's a sweet kid. Don't put too much stock in it.
All right. Well, I don't want to. I won't trouble. I will trouble you no more. You are not gods, and so I will continue my search. And I bid you good day.
Good day and good luck.
Goodbye now.
And he walks off with purpose somewhere.
Well of secrets, underground.
I think. Could I have overheard any of that?
Yeah, probably. Why don't you roll awareness?
Oh, okay. What is my awareness? I don't think it is not good. It's 2 dice.
Do you have anything that would improve it?
No. I realize
No.
that most of my things probably have to do with violence.
They are
So
very good to violence. That's true.
a 5 and
Except
a
for who's a
2.
good boy. A 5 and a 2. That's one
Yeah.
success. You would have noticed them talking, but you probably wouldn't have overheard much of it.
Okay. I was given a weird look and turned back to
Meanwhile,
feed and
like
Chico.
Juan is sitting there. So where you been? What brings you into town? What are you doing? You got anything to trade for me that I could resell? You know?
Nothing on me, but I am just walking through the woods, honestly, looking around. Have you heard about give me a sec, because I need to look up the name real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard about
Have you
tons
heard-
of stuff.
Have you heard about the Void Queen? Apparently she went missing.
Yeah, I think there's been grumbles about Void Queen going missing. She's got a daughter running around here somewhere. Actually, I think that's her blinking out of existence right over there.
Yeah, I think that was a bit odd. I kind of felt it, that she's at least deity adjacent.
You felt it?
I guess that. Yeah, isn't
How
it
does
odd?
that work?
I mean, I just like point at her. Like, I mean, she's giving off every possible signal that she's not quite human.
Sure. Yeah, okay. All right. I thought you meant like you weren't even looking and you could just feel it in like the ether.
Or
I
Linux,
mean-
so clueless.
I mean, I guess kind of, yeah.
Okay. I don't have anything like that except for I can tell when, somebody needs some food. That might be like a superpower, I think. Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna chalk it up to it's a superpower.
Speaking of, can I have another bet? Chico went through the first one real quick.
Yeah. I think this one's coming out any sec. Ding! Yeah, okay.
I want to call out to I don't know how to pronounce all your names. Vitella and Chima. I call it to Vitella and Chima. And is it okay if I just I'm gonna say, hey, Chima, you want a wonton?
Oh, most certainly.
Chima's friend, do you want one as well?
Yes, sir. Food from Juan's the best.
What's in this one?
Food for the bestest boy.
What? Yeah, that's right. Pass it along.
No, what's in it?
Oh, what's in it? Yeah, that one is I believe we got the cricket special there.
I do like cricket.
And like, I just want to say that he just inexplicably knows Chima's name. I don't know if they've met, but he just knows it.
She doesn't question that. She's okay with that.
Chima's friend. Well, I'm probably should have asked your name first instead of referring you to as Chima's friend. What's your name? You're muted by way Forza. I don't know if you know that.
Bertella, come back. I'll never let go.
Hey, you don't know about Vertella? Isn't she one of like a road warrior like yourself?
Wait, is
You
she?
had to have passed crossed paths before. You had to have passed cross before.
No, she's a very good trader.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
and I haven't really
Yeah.
been part of the Road Warriors for very long.
New initiate. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
As you're standing around talking, a group of young people sort of rush up to the roots of the eldest and lay down their heads back against the root. And their eyes kind of go blank.
Hey, do you know, can deities do that? And he kind of points at at the kids. Do either of you know if deities could do that?
Do what?
I don't know.
I guess plug in.
I don't see why they couldn't. Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, I
Wait.
mean, they're gods, right? They can do anything.
Yeah.
Maybe not anything, but
Sometimes I wonder if anyone can do anything, then what makes a deity a deity? Belief?
like I said, somebody said so, and then you got a new job, and nobody wants that. Nobody really wants that.
You know what would make this easier?
But
If we just went up and asked.
well, where's the fun in that? No, but you're not wrong though.
I would yeah, sure, why not? I'm gonna jump off Trico, and if I see any watchers, I'm gonna approach a watcher.
Okay. I mean, they're around. And you can find a watcher pretty quickly. Of course, I believe it's one. Watchers are never too far away from me. But yeah, you can see one that you can approach. Got graying hair and a sort of a short cut, like to the ears, and they look at you as you approach with a quizzical eye.
Hey, don't worry, I'm not plugging in. I just have a question about plugging in. Okay,
That is
so
not for us.
So I don't ask you? Oh, you mean you don't plug in? Yeah. It's actually related to that kind of. I know you don't plug in. Can deities plug in? Is that a thing that they can do?
Why don't you try?
He just kind of freezes like, you know about the Void Queen, right?
Who's here?
Shima sort of like does the incorporeal thing again before.
I'm looking for her, and I just wanted to make sure.
Well, they took her.
They?
Hmm.
Who's they?
For their rituals.
Oh,
Who are they?
I'd like to talk about them. You've tricked me. You've tricked me, haven't you? You've tricked me into talking about them. Why would you do this to me?
I mean, I didn't know there was a whole valve silencing going on, but
Maybe.
could you tell us?
No, I can't.
But maybe you tricked us into tricking you into tricking us.
Maybe you wanted to talk about it.
Razov just turns and looks at Chima like,
Circles of words.
Well, hold on, Gregis. If I can, how about I just give you a big ol' bucket? He pulls out like a basket of prawns. He's like, you can have some of Juan's prawns free of charge if you just tell us a little bit about whatever this is you don't want to talk about.
prawns, I love this.
Oh, you love prawns. You know me so well, Juan.
I know, Gregus. We go back.
Well, you know what happened. They came for her. They searched her out. They took her. They have their motives.
Was that dark-haired man who was here earlier with them?
Yeah. That man
Yeah.
is silly. He wants to be a god.
I tried to tell him. He didn't want to listen.
Hey, who took her? What are they?
Yeah, that.
I don't like to speak their name.
And don't name them. Can we get her back?
They are they who would raise that which is gone.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh dear.
I'm I'm not good with words. Could you be a bit more upfront about what do you mean?
These are your friends, Juan? Really?
Hey, I mean, everybody's Juan's friends.
Suppose that is true. You're wonderful.
Oh, Gregus, you're wonderful.
The dark ones. The ones who wish to cease.
Yes.
Hmm. That's very not good.
And anyone gonna elaborate a little bit more? Just a little bit more.
They're tired of being what they are. They don't want the responsibility anymore, so
The ones created by belief wish they did not.
Okay. To deities that don't want to be deities anymore.
yeah.
Gregor, was that so hard? Like
I mean, a little.
Do not like to speak of them.
do you know what direction they went in or where they went in?
If we were to go, which way should we go?
Toward the lake.
Hmm.
Under?
Over.
Up there.
That's a difficult place to be. We'll have to lighten.
Well, I got a thing that flies back here. He points over his shoulder.
Hmm.
Did either of them point out to us what was in the tree?
I don't think we
No,
did.
not yet.
Nope.
But at
Cool.
the up there, that's where Jula was pointing.
Okay, when you said up there.
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, with them pointing, do I notice it?
You can roll.
I
Oh,
would
wait,
like
it's
to
awareness
roll
again, isn't
too.
My awareness isn't good.
It's awareness. Yeah.
Nope.
At
2 and a 3.
66?
Sorry. Do let me know if you roll a majority of ones at any point. That I need to know. Or just like
no.
boxcars in general, right? Or not
Oh,
boxcars,
no.
sorry, snake eyes. Or boxcars. Those are both good to know.
Yeah, I didn't make it. I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Okay.
Oh, is that rolling presence?
I think it's an
No,
awareness.
it's awareness.
Oh. Do I get to add an auto 6 on there? Wait, I'm on the wrong.
Is it relevant?
I've got luck of the goodest.
Luck of the goodest? Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay,
I'll give it to you.
so that would be 2 6s and a 1.
Okay. Great. So that's actually good news. If you hadn't had an extra 6, then yeah. Okay, so you succeed, but you not only succeed, but because you got 2 6s, which is half or more, of your dice, then you also have control. So tell us what you see, and tell us a little bit about why it's important, maybe.
Ooh, okay.
Oh
So
no.
I think we already heard that it was like silverish or something. So I'm thinking maybe up there, Juan will actually like see something, whip out this hoverboard that just like kind of folds out like one of those folding bikes and just like rides up there. And I think maybe it's some shackles that had been like broken apart, but they're like wrapped around the tree branch.
Yep, that's perfect. Did you? I'm going to say that you also remembered to turn off the fire on your hoverboard. Yeah.
Oh no.
That would have been bad. If you had rolled ones, right?
Well, as he was going by his dirigible, he toasted some creme brulees and then turned it off and flew up.
I hate it. I hate it.
Adam never changed. God, I love you so much. Oh.
One brulee. Oh, God.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so you find a pair of silvered shackles, and they have definitely been broken. They have let's say they also have a few strands of long black hair.
We'll kind of untangle it and drop it down, then float down with the hair. And he's like, yeah, got some broken shackles, and then this is strands of hair.
Chima takes it.
The hair? Yeah.
You're just gonna grab that hair? Okay. Are you guys looking for the Void Queen as well? Shima, are you looking for the Void Queen? What? Why? Why am I?
You see Linux pop out from behind a tree.
Oh, this guy again.
And not wander, he walks purposefully toward you. What is this I hear?
I'm, who are you?
You're looking for a god?
He's a liar.
Who?
I'm Linux.
Nice to meet you, Linux.
Yeah, you may have heard of me. I have quite a following.
Yes. I have heard of you.
Good. Step 1.
I was just like, what is happening? Okay.
So, what you overheard, my good sir, is that we have a sale on this candy, and he produces some candy. He said, bonbons. Buy one, get 2 free.
I can't do it. I can't work on these conditions.
In the good old city of Bancho Mandula. Lord, have mercy on my soul.
I think Razroth is very bad at at hiding his confusion right now. He's just looking around like, why are we? He's not saying it out loud. We're just looking at everyone like, why are we lying about what we're talking about? Like he's got that kind of look on his face, like, what is going on?
What did you find there? Points at the shackles.
Stuff. Tiny. It's probably maybe valuable.
Yes, but I don't care about that. What about what?
Can I do something weird?
Yeah. Always.
I kind of want to slowly approach, and I want to use my boon, alluring visage. But instead of alluring, I want to be unsettling, and I want to try to intimidate him to go away.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. That would be so you can tell us how well, let's see how the roll goes, and then you can tell us how it goes. And what it sort of looks like. So alluring visage for sure, and then your presence.
Okay.
Is there any situation where you would maybe use a little bit of the incorporeal form in part of that intimidation?
Oh, absolutely. Because I feel like usually she kind of looks like very starry and like very like soft and glittery and like cute and pretty. Then the flip side of that is dark, shadowy, creepy. I feel like she and I feel like she can like focus it. So like everyone else would still see me, but I feel like Linux is going to see this like cloud of black smoke and glowing purple eyes and slowly walking up to him as if I've just emerged from nowhere. A ghost.
Great. All right. Let's have you roll. So it'll be presence. You get one extra dice that's already a 6.
Extra dice, it's R6. Hell yeah! That's what I like to hear. I rolled a 5, and a 3. And
Oof.
with the 6.
Nice. So 3 successes. Fantastic. So you let out this side of yourself that maybe not a lot of people get to see in front of Linux. And so remember, he's searching for gods, right?
He's searching for my mom, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
He backs up a step. He says, maybe
Maybe you should go. Go under, and away.
under. And he spins on his heel and he walks away purposefully again. The only way he knows how to walk, apparently.
Bye-bye now.
What just happened? Why?
I'm not really sure. Sometimes she just looks at people and they do what she wants.
Why were we lying to him?
Oh yeah, he's one of those guys that wants to be one of the deities, wants all that prestige or whatever. The last thing we need is him trying to steal some of that energy. It just wouldn't be helpful to us.
I can let you in on a secret.
Go on.
Sure.
You have to promise not to.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. It depends on what the secret is.
I won't, Sal. Probably.
You already know, Vertella.
Ow.
The Void Queen is my...
Yeah, I could tell. I could
I need to be better at
feel
keeping
it.
secret. Oh,
Yeah,
you could
we're
feel it.
working on
That's
that.
different. That's different. I feel like I'm good at keeping secrets, but sometimes thinking.
I mean, to be fair, you're or translucent.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're basically a shadow, right?
Super radiant.
Sometimes.
Well, I mean, if your mother's in trouble and we know kind of the direction, do y'all want to hop on my ship and we can go over the big ol' lake?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the obelisk is at the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We
that
have to
thing
go.
gives me the creeps.
Yeah,
No, we have to go over, not under.
Yeah, the ship doesn't do well with going under things unless they're branches.
yeah.
Mm.
Let's not do the under thing then.
Mm.
Let's go. You don't mind if I bring Trico, do you?
You should absolutely bring.
I don't know if he can fit on it. Can he swim under?
Mhm.
Can he swim across the lake?
Yeah, you probably could.
Mm.
Trico, I need you to follow us. Don't eat anything on the way. And then I just get onto the.
Yourself.
Like this dog just fixes you with this look of you are just the most cruel and unjust person. How could you ask this of me?
Trico, we talked about this, okay? Last time I left you unattended, you nearly destroyed an ecosystem, okay? We can't repeat that.
I'm actually gonna have you make a roll for that.
Oh
To
no,
see if
okay.
he's gonna
Ooh.
catch back up with you.
Oh, okay.
I'm sweating.
Oh boy. Okay. Although you will get your advantage for who's a good boy. Okay.
Yay!
Because he is a good boy.
Actually, it's actually did God Boy on purpose because he is technically a deity.
Oh, who's
as
a
well.
god boy? That's
Yeah.
right.
These
Nice.
puns are too real.
They really are. I'm gonna have you roll spirit. Spirit is your connection to something larger than yourself. So it works for
Okay.
magic. It works for other
Okay.
things.
I actually have an auto 6.
You do, yeah. So you get
Okay.
one extra dice that's already a 6.
So I got another 6 and 2 4s.
Okay, so you get 2 6s. So you have control. Congratulations. That means you tell us how good Rico is at getting to where you are and what he might do along the way.
Okay, so I'm a big Steven Universe fan. So I think Trico, he for most of the time he's running, but then every so often he would jump and like through a portal and then appear a few meters like ahead and out of that portal and just keep going like that. And when he eventually reaches the lake, and he keeps up with our little like I guess our ship. What is it called again?
Dirigible.
I don't know if
He keeps up with it. He probably could overtake it, but he purposely keeps up with it. And when he gets to the lake, keeps running across the water. Doesn't sink or swim or anything, just runs across the surface of the water right underneath us.
Okay.
I
Perfect.
love it so much.
That's great. All right, so you're able to fly up above the canopy and pass over the lake to the other side where the obelisk is. And when you land, Rico is there to greet you. And he is just panting and
He's a good boy.
he's happy to see you. Yeah.
I like scratches it like behind his ears. He like rolls over on his stomach and on his back, and I just rub his stomach.
Yeah. All right. What would you like to do now?
Oh, I think I probably should have asked a few more questions about this obelisk. I have never been this close to it.
It's quite tall. It is probably 50 meters tall. It has it's entirely a very deep, dark green. And at the top, and it's not doing it right now, it only does it at nighttime, but you've seen the light before, and it glows a very bright green light out across the lake.
It makes me feel very uncomfortable to be near this thing.
Absolutely. You all feel uncomfortable being near it.
Yeah, I feel like my teeth are moving.
Yeah.
There is a
feel like I'm
small-
having a harder time like keeping myself together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
Speaking of keeping yourself together, as you look a little more closely at the obelisk, near the top, there is a mist of sorts swirling around it. It's almost too faint to see, but it is there.
What color is it?
Dark.
Well, is
But
this
it's faint because it's light right now, right?
something we should fly up and investigate, or do we feel comfortable not going into the creepy mist?
I mean, like point over at Chima, considering they seem to be like living mist, I really wouldn't be surprised if that's
Oh,
force has to do with them anyway.
Maybe. Not starry enough, though.
well, if we go up there, she's not gonna turn into mist, right? Is it?
Don't know.
I'm telling you, I have no idea.
As you're talking about it, a group of people of varying shapes and sizes, however, all wearing the same, for the most part, outfit, which is hand pants and tunic type thing, and a hand belt, approach from around the far side of the obelisk.
Is there a way for us to get out of sight before then?
I
Probably
mean,
nowhere to hide.
I mean, you could get back into the trees. You could try, but you're pretty sure they've probably seen you.
Oh yeah, we did kind of fly in a
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah. I think in that case, Razroff just kind of takes one like a fighting stance, just a defensive stance. Trico's probably like glaring, growling quietly as he stares at the people approaching.
Hey, gang, what brings you all out here? It's the first time, like us?
Why are you here?
Like,
Investigating.
The lead person, kind of at the front of the group, is has the appearance of woman and has long gray hair that goes down to the back. I'm sorry, I missed.
Investigating.
Investigating? What are you?
Return to Chima like, you tell the truth now? Tell the truth now? Is that what we're doing?
we're
That's not really. We're
we're scouting locations for the end of the marathon, which is a race around the lake, and we just wanted to find a good spot where a good finish spot, and this looked like a pretty good one.
I mean, you can see it from all over.
It is. That one hurt me. I don't know how you keep doing this.
Adam is in his element right now. I lost something here, so I'm looking for it.
You haven't been here before?
Yes, I have.
When? Haven't seen you.
Probably 2 moons ago now. It was quite stormy. Stormy rain, pitter patter.
Axel, did you see someone here 2 moons ago? One of the other. One of these other odd people.
Odd is relative.
Yeah. Perks up and says, nope. And see nobody.
Do you see all?
Most.
Not me.
You know what? We're not doing anything to mess with your business. If you don't do anything to mess with ours, we can just go our
You're
separate
messing
ways.
with our business just by being here.
What is your business?
It's our business.
I mean,
Well,
I don't
you're
know what your business is. We can't really do anything to stop messing with it.
The obelisk.
Bit alone.
The obelisk.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. It seems like our business does involve your business.
That is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think our business takes priority.
Could you let me look, please?
No.
technically, I think we were here first.
You were not.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could just say we weren't here, but we were. You came around, and so, yeah, we were here physically before you got here. So I think we reserve the right to do our business first, and then y'all can come around later. Right?
I don't think so.
Or we could do the business at the same time. I'll have
hold
like
them.
a cookout. What?
Go wave to a couple of the people on either side and say, hold them. And they're coming around.
I wouldn't.
They're going to try and restrain you.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Razov doesn't do anything like fancy or anything. He just says, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, I have it. While they're trying to restrain me, do I have time to grab my tarot deck?
Yeah. I want to see what happens.
I'm going to pull Three of Swords. And what that is going to do, the Three of Swords is a card of betrayal. I want one of them to turn on the others.
Nice.
Okay. So the two that are coming to restrain are they look like twins almost. They look very, very similar. And they have the same kind of haircut, same color, they're similar build. And one of them looks at the other and says, took my belt. And he throws a punch at him. And he not only misses because the other person dodges, but he falls on the ground in front of some of the other very strange people. And they are all left stumbling, trying to get around this person who's throwing a punch and falling down all over himself.
Let us go now. Quickly.
I don't know how to tell you this, but I feel like we need to take these people out before we go anywhere. They seem like people who know the obelisk more than we do. We're not going to outrun them in there.
Can they fly? Because we can hop on my ship and...
Uh-oh. Was that me? I think I dropped for a second.
Oh, no, you're good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you froze for like a sec, but yeah, you're back. Good.
Okay. So I heard the beginnings of, I feel like we need to take these people out.
Yeah. And I think one suggested that you can fly up instead.
Yes. Yeah, we can take my ship and just fly up there and investigate this mist. They're stuck on the ground like a couple of jerks.
Okay, I guess.
The logical errors.
I guess we just run back into the...
All right, so you're gonna try and run away from them back to the ship?
I'm gonna try and slow them down. The others, I'm assuming cultists, down while the others try and get into the... I don't know how to say it.
I'm gonna try and do the same, but like by reaching into my adventurer's pack to see if I got something that can, I don't know, maybe some oil or something to make them slip further.
Okay. Let's start with that really quickly. Let's have you roll for the adventurer's pack, huh? Because it's kind of it's a little bit of a mystical thing, right? You never know what you're going to find in there. I'm going to have you roll spirit.
Okay. Let's see.
Good grief. That's a horrible one for you. I'm sorry. I wasn't even looking.
That's all right.
But you have advantage. Okay, let me think. Does anything else work? I'm working here, maybe? It's double advantage. That wouldn't work. I'm not going to have you roll spirit. Let me think about this again for a second. Because it's kind of one of your key goodies. I want to make sure it makes sense.
Yeah.
We built these characters so quick, I wasn't thinking about that.
Let's see.
You're trying to do defense, right? So roll defense.
Yeah. Okay.
We built these characters.
All right.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
4 and 1.
A 4 and a 1?
Yeah.
Wait, don't you have 3 dice for defense?
I do. Oh, and I get an extra because of and a 5.
And a 5. Okay, and you have advantage, so that's good. Then you got 2 successes. So you reach into the adventurer's pack, and you pull out a bag of thorns.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, what are those called? The caltrops.
Yeah.
Caltrops.
But these are
Nice.
natural because you live in, where you live.
Yeah.
You pull out a bag of thorns and throw them down in front of these folks that some of them are already struggling on the ground, and they get their hands on them and they're and they're trying to, pull them out, and yeah, it's very distracting to them. And Razfroth, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hop on Trico, and he's gonna jump. He's gonna jump towards our group, but then just before he collides, disappears into a pool and appears on the other side of the thorns, so that I can easily take out some of the cultists.
Okay, I like that. I'm going to come back to that in just 1 second. So the other two of you are headed back to the dirigible. Is that right?
If this doesn't work, I have another thing that I can do. I figured this was a one shot, so I might as well do the cool shit.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, I think Juan will head back, but like as he'll whip out his hoverboard again, but then go like full burners to try to just like put up a wall of flame between their escape and the would-be captors.
Mm-hmm. Like that. Okay. I'm gonna have you roll for that really quickly. That's just gonna be your. I'll have you roll defense because that's what you're intending with, right? Plus any boons from the hoverboard is your reroll 1, right?
Yeah, it's a 5 and a 3.
5 and a 3. Okay, so that's 1 success. So you're moderately able to put up a wall of flame. I mean, it's not. Yeah, not a ton of undergrowth here, I guess is the word I was looking for.
Yeah,
but there's some, and so you light it, and it goes up in flame, and it's producing smoke, and it's distracting those folks for sure. Okay, back to Razroth. So you appear on the other side of the cultists, astride Rico, and I'm going to give you a free attack. What's that?
Sorry. 1 sec.
Okay.
I'll give you a free attack. If we continue to attack, though, we'll roll initiative.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your offense with all the stuff.
And if I'm using Trico, would that count as like Ferocious Might, or who's a good dog?
Ferocious Might counts.
Ferocious Might.
And then Righteously Pissed Off might count too, potentially.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, he's pissed off right now. He just wanted this to be quick in and out kind of thing. Okay, I get all max 6, and so I got a 4, 5, and a 6 plus the automatic 6.
Okay, so 4 successes because you have advantage, and also got 2 6s, which gives you control. So tell us what you're doing to these poor cultists.
I think it seems it seems like Trico and Razroth have fought alongside each other very often, because the moment Trico like appears on the other side of the cultist, Razroth jumps out, and he just like with every punch Razroth throws, he knocks the cultist into a kick or bites from Trico, and it's like watching a pair of beautiful dancers, except for it's violent. Except it's very
like
violent.
Watching John Wick.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, great. So I'm going to say that with that, a good 4 of them are down on the ground at this point. And let's see. So most of them, there's still a few that are, because there was a pack of, I'll say maybe 10 or 12. There's still a couple, including the lead cultist that was talking with you, that's standing up, kind of looking around her like this, and with a little bit of shock and disgust in her eyes. And she actually turns around and just starts walking back toward the obelisk. What would you like to do, Chima?
All the cultists are down?
Pretty much. There's a couple of them that are trying to help their friends up.
Okay. So I am going to do what I wanted to do. Of course, I just put the card back, but it looks really... Fetch it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out one more card.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull the 10 of Swords. And what I want this card to do is I want it to create a ring of swords around them, sort of creating a cage. But because it's the 10 of Swords, I also think that it causes temporary despair. And they cannot see their way out of the circle. For now.
Okay. Let's have a roll. So let's do your spirit plus the tarot deck bonus. And I don't think you have anything else that applies, but if you do, then tell me.
Okay, so the tarot deck is a auto 6.
Yeah, auto 6 plus 4 dice, I think.
For any lurkers, we're going to be doing the giveaway soon, so say something in chat.
Say the thing.
Ooh.
Say all the things.
That is a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And
Plus
then
your
the
6.
6. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't have advantage, so it's 1 success. I'll say that you draw the card, and the swords begin to appear, and they're moving around, and when they come to the fire, they actually don't want to go through the fire. So they don't completely cut off the cultists inside of them, but those that are there definitely are, they seem distraught. And they some of them are running like out through the fire, trying to get away from it. And that's where we end up. Right. Bertella, do you have anything you'd like to do?
I actually would like to do something very stupid, and being a scoundrel and a thief, it seems like going into the obelisk would be where the goodies are. By goodies, I mean like what we're after in a way. So I almost feel like Bertella's gonna be like, you know what? I'm working here, and go inside.
Yeah.
But that also seems like a very bad idea.
I mean, it's a one shot.
This is the time.
Do it.
This is where you can do the bad things.
Going.
You're going
going in.
All right. Well. Okay. You go down to the obelisk and you walk in through the opening. There's like very intricate carvings around this square opening at the base of the obelisk. And they're glowing a very faint green as you walk beneath them into a room in the center, which is also glowing with a very faint green, not an incorporeal green, but from lines that are etched throughout the stone that's on the inside of this room. And you notice as you walk in as well that there is an etched circle with very intricate runes around it in the middle of the room. And please, for me, would you roll? Now I am going to make you roll spirit. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
So
Oh no.
you make a spirit roll.
Now, did they just walk? Was there a doorway, or did they just walk through like a rock face?
There's an opening. There's a doorway.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so that is a 3. Wait,
Okay.
with it. Nope, that's a 3.
Oh no.
Okay. Where are we? We're about out of time, right?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
about.
Pretty
Okay.
close, yeah.
Hanger time.
Yeah. All right.
Oh no.
Are you okay if I do something terrible to your character?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
As you
boy.
step,
Oh,
as you don't notice, really what's going on with this, because your connection to the spiritual is so minimal. You walk into the middle of this room, and you hear an audible gasp from the tan-clad cultist that's standing in the corner as she says, "Don't!" That's the best word I could come up with. I'm sorry. And you step into the middle, and the green light intensifies until it's all that you can see, like in a flash almost. Although around you, that's actually not what it looks like. It looks like tendrils of darkness are rushing in from the top of the obelisk. So all of you who are outside can see this. Tendrils of darkness are rushing down from the top of the obelisk and in through the opening. And it fills Razvaroth with some sort of...
Razroth
or sorry, not Razvaroth, Vertella.
Vertella, yeah.
With its intent, I guess, if that makes sense.
Uh-oh.
And you're, after a moment, when your eyes reopen, they are glowing. Well, they're not really glowing. I'm sorry. They're black with little flecks of green in them.
Uh-oh.
And
Void touched.
and you feel not yourself. You feel like you would rather be somewhere where it is darker. Here.
Uh-oh.
And you're very irritated by all these light things that are around you.
Does Vertella smash them up or make an attempt to do so?
Probably.
Excellent.
And I think that's probably, and we ended in a, dang it. You know what? Ah, shoot. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna, I think I'm just gonna spill it, right? So the mist is, it's what you thought it was, right? The Void Queen, and she has possessed Vertella for now, anyway.
Oh,
And that is that's our one-shot ending.
well, at least y'all were buddies.
Yeah.
Vertella's my mom.
Yeah.
So weird.
Oh my goodness.
Sure.
As
Oh, so
I really
sad.
want to play this. We need to have like a continuation.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
As Juan's riding around on his hoverboard, he'll just say, going back over the lake, "Juan with the wind."
I wanna get.
That's so
I hate it. I hate it. It hurts so good.
That's 1d6. 4 points of psychic damage for me.
Yeah, we're gonna roll. On that note, we're gonna roll the winner of the giveaway. I'll give it another 10 seconds. Just say something in chat. Be literally anything as long as it's not awful, I guess. Just say something in
Said
chat.
all the
Don't say-
awful things.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
so
Will,
much,
thank you.
Will.
That was awesome. Thank you for allowing us to play with you and making up this game. This was a great time.
So much fun. It was so much fun. And thank you for letting us play this with you. And I hope we can play again.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I'm just, it was a blast. Y'all are amazing. You came up with some really, really cool stuff.
This
fantastic.
is honestly right down our alley. When I approached everyone with this game, everyone's like, "Yes, this is for us.
Yeah,
We need to play
it's
it.
the super
Mhm,
fun
mhm,
and I guess unique way. I haven't seen any other game that allows your players to build a world in the way that is presented in this.
Yeah.
I like the step by step, like picking out like the universal ideas and then going to the big picture and kind of getting into those details more, and then slowly fleshing it out as you go.
Yeah.
It's really well put together. I also like D6 systems. I like that.
Oh
do
yeah, they're so much
too.
easier.
Yeah.
D6 is a. I'll be honest. Before going to TTRPGs, I didn't know anything other than a D6 existed. I feel like this is definitely a more approachable game for people.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my clacky math rocks, and there's something about a nat 20 that is just like.
Yeah, but D6 is
like-
definitely. Yeah.
Definitely love
Someday
the
I'm gonna
D6.
make
I always
a
love to see
D12,
two
a game with
sixes.
12s. Really like
Mhm.
12s. I don't know why.
Yeah, no one
No one
uses
uses
12
them.
D12s.
They're fun. I like
No.
12s. 12s
Only-
and 8s.
The only time people use 12s is when they accidentally mistake them for a d20.
No, I roll them when I'm
Honestly,
a
yeah.
barbarian. Barbarians.
Fair. That's fair.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna run that giveaway. See who wins.
Yeah, I guess, Will, is there anything else you want to say before we close out here in the next couple minutes?
Look, Mole is won the
Mole.
giveaway.
You want the giveaway? I just want to quickly
awesome.
say that Will was actually very kind enough to give us a copy of Arium Create and Discover to give away, and Mole, you just won that.
Awesome.
Well, how is
That's
that gonna work? You just give them a code, or
I think maybe if you could gather an email, that's probably the best way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mole.
Or Mole, if you want. Well, no, gather an email because I don't want to get like lots of extra emails, so I'm
Yeah,
not going to
that's
say
fair.
my email on the air. But, you know.
No, give out your email online. That's fair.
I might add
Yeah.
your like mother's maiden name, childhood
Yeah,
pet.
hit somebody with a DM and they'll get it to me.
Okay, yeah. So just whisper the Friends Your Dice Twitch account, or just DM us on Twitter. Give us like your email. We'll pass it over to Will. Seriously, thank you, Will. That was a ton of fun, and I'm going to make sure we continue the story because we can't leave it on a cliffhanger like that. I will not be able to sleep. So
Yeah, that was a great world that we built in like 6 hours, maybe? At various inputs of people putting things together.
Mhm.
But yeah, let's...
Also, I have to say that the art too is so pretty.
yes.
I don't know who your artist was, but you should
Yeah.
definitely let me know because I need to follow them.
And I need to commission them at least once.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I can show you. So Andreas Rocha on ArtStation did the cover art. Fantastic. Yeah. Yep.
And
Really, really, really great.
the Kickstarter ends...
Did that.
The Kickstarter ends on the...
Ends
18th?
It's on the 18th. Yeah.
Yeah. They
We've
smashed
got a
their
couple
goal,
weeks
but
still.
they still got some stretch goals. Got some stretch goals to.
We have quite a
reach,
few
right?
stretch goals. Yeah. We
So keep
we had
keep
to
giving.
put together a few more, but we've got quite a few.
Yeah,
What is this virtual thing? I was looking at the Kickstarter. What's that about?
Oh, that's one of the social goals, I think, right?
I see it. Where did it go? Oh, virtual game.
Oh, one of the backer rewards. Yeah, they're all gone. Had
Mhm.
3. So that was you already got a virtual game with me. It's actually 4 sessions though. The virtual game. So it's
Oh, nice.
You know,
I don't know why
So
I was
it's-
picturing like a D&D Beyond thing.
Oh
but
yeah.
more-
Oh,
that's what
man.
I was picturing.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
We looked into like maybe having a place where people could share Ariums that they created online or something. But the thing that I'm a little worried about, and like full disclosure, I spent a lot of years as like a web designer programmer, right?
Yeah.
So we could probably build it, but I'm just worried about how do you secure it from people that are going to put garbage in there and
Yeah.
stuff. So. Yeah, we actually talked about maybe doing a stretch goal for something like that, but I think
Internet is great, but the internet's also the internet. So
It really is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is.
The internet is also terrible.
Well, if you put together like a Discord or something like that, maybe that could be a place for it. But
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah, and we do have a Discord. In fact,
Oh.
yeah, anybody's welcome to join the Discord.
Yeah.
I could put a link to it in the
Yeah,
chat if you would like. And
send it.
Yes,
Put in
please.
the Zoom chat, and we'll copy and paste it because we don't have the link. Yeah, only mods can post links.
Oh, gotcha.
Because the internet is a terrible place.
Yeah.
Circling back to that.
Put it in chat. There you go.
Yay!
Min! Hacker
Awesome.
voice, I'm in!
Yay.
That's the Arium Discord. Please
Well,
jump in.
I'll give you all the streamer tag then, so you can see the stream.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, jump in the Discord if you want to hear more about their stuff. Trust me, the game is very interesting, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say, I really want to play this again. I'm gonna put it out under the air now. Now that I said it live, we have to do it.
Put it in the
cannot
ether.
say that. Yeah.
Oh
Say,
my god.
There's 15 days left in the Kickstarter if you want to get in on the ground floor of this amazing game. And again, thank you from all of us, Will, for running this game for us. And yeah, it's tons
My
of fun.
pleasure. Fantastic.
All right. Everybody ready to say goodbye? I don't think we're doing any raids, so we can just jump out.
I feel like all of our friends are like streaming right now.
How
I
do
was
we
thinking
choose?
about it.
There is I think there's a, you know what? I will plug something that people could go
Yes,
watch if
please
you're not
do.
going to do, if you don't have a raid plan. And it's not
Ooh, yeah.
it's not quite as going to seem, it'll be great. So there is a group right now playing Arium on of Dice and Dames.
Are they're
And
live now?
I'll give you that. They're live right now on Facebook Live. Oh,
Ooh.
did I give you the right link or did I give you the wrong? I gave you the right link. So I put the link in.
Okay, so even though we can't raid using Twitch, if you want
No.
to see more Arium stuff, check
Yeah.
these guys out. Of Dice and Dames. They're streaming
Yeah.
right now on Facebook. Check them out playing Arium. Maybe they won't have such of a painful cliffhanger ending.
I need to find the Void Queen.
Oh, we found her.
The Void
She-
Queen has found you.
Yeah.
You don't find the Void Queen
Finds you.
Yeah, again, if you want to back Arium, just put exclamation mark point Arium in chat. I think the link is actually even in there already to back them during the Discord. Follow Adept Icarus and Will. I put their Twitter in there as well, so follow them.
Thanks.
All right, and we will be back on Monday. So thank you everybody for joining with us. We're gonna be out in like 5 seconds. So if anybody wants to say anything crazy, do it now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.